Ну-ка посмотрим, как NaVi выйдет. Ебать, нах. Но без этого никак. Натянули флаги.
One of you guys is going to be lifting this in a few short hours. You'd like to stand in front of the trophy.
Командиры команд.
So this crowd can see you. Simple. What would it mean to do the double in the sports palace today?
Excuse me?
This crowd love you so much, it's so hard to hear, but what would it mean to win your second major title today?
It would mean a lot for us. It means that we did something great to achieve this. So we just need to make one more step.
И херачится он базарит на английском. Партизан.
It's amazing to be in the major final, playing the greatest player of all time, playing this arena. I'm just looking forward to have fun, enjoy the moment.
Well, I hope you both enjoy this moment. Please shake hands.
Так, ладно, мы пока что быстро сделаем, переименуем трансляцию, скинем на нее.
I don't know if you remember this, but on Thursday I said that this is the greatest show on earth. And my word, you're about to see it right now!
Че он так орёт, бля?
Thank you so much, Frankie. Amazing job all week here, and thank you to the crowd once again for the energy you are giving us, and more importantly, the energy that you are giving the players on stage. And what I love about this is that we've been talking about this for 40 minutes now, right? And about the stress and how big it would be. And both of them, they're just full of swagger on that stage. They are playing with the camera. They are feeling the moment. Maniac, true competitors.
I think it's up to both of them to show the path to their teammates. We know Pubg is a leader, but Simple is a captain. He's always been.
Впервые вы увидите, как делаются настройки примерно на моей трансляции, как это все происходит.
I fully agree, and it goes into the point we're talking about Boomich versus Kerrigan, right? It's always Kerrigan out there in the front for his teammates. He's always taking the fall as well. Whenever they're losing tournaments, losing games, he will be the first guy to blame himself for not winning set game, right? Again, I don't want to go into the whole conversation about Boomich versus Kerrigan, but I do feel there's some, value in having your in-game leader and your captain and your leader out there, taking the fall for you when you need it.
I mean, it's stressful for Kerrigan, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that all
Что здесь комментировать, когда... Ну, тяжело будет мне комментировать, на самом деле, когда будут говорить там на английском кто-то. Может найти на русском.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about history when it comes to the context of Counter-Strike, right? We have FaZe here who are trying to win their first major.
Здорово, здорово.
To put their name amongst those gods of Counter-Strike, as we see Kerrigan right now, Maniac, just taking it in for a second.
Look at what it means. Look at what it means to be on that stage. I don't want to bring up Boston again. It doesn't matter the tournament. But here he knows, Rain and Kerrigan, they know what it is to be on that stage, to have prepared, to have given everything you have, and to leave a loser, to leave with regrets, and they don't want us today.
In the mind of a true competitor, does that make you stronger now? Now you know I will never make that mistake again.
Because you've survived it. You have survived it. You have lived through the worst scenario possible. You've lost the final, and you're here again to defend your chest.
Let's see if, we get the maps that we want and that we expect anyone to...
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, FaZe had the option here. Are they going to ban Dust 2 or are they going to ban Mirage? They are going to be picking Inferno. That's just been their best map for a while now. Now, NaVi have an option to punish with the D2 pick, but they go for Nuke, actually. That's been something that they loved last year. They had a great streak on it, 20 games in a row. but now this is a map that has fallen out of favor with them in some respects.
Yeah, you say that, right? And then we saw in the quarterfinal, we saw in the semifinal yesterday as well that Nuke right now is a land map for NaVi. I think Simple even said it on the stage that maybe Nuke is just a land map.
Блядь, руки татуированные, пиздец. Играть буду, но попозже, бро. Сейчас смотрим финал. Я думаю, это сейчас поважнее будет. Мне самому очень интересно посмотреть. Так, сейчас еще секундочку. Ребят, как они орут там. FaZe почти не слышно, больше кричат NaVi.
But the conversation about Nuke has to be the key one. For NaVi to win the major, they didn't need to be good on Nuke 3 months ago. They need to be good on Nuke today. And they have put in the work, they've got the result, they've got the confidence. But do you have enough to break the defensive phase?
Right, and that's what's so tough. But the thing is, the NaVi defense going into map number 1, Inferno, is going to be tough. You've got one of the strongest pit players in the world ramping up in Electronic. When you think of Electronic and pit, it's like watching Jaws. This guy instills fear in you, and you don't even want to move near pit again. You don't want to move next to the water because of the shark, but if you go by that pit, I mean, Electronic, he chomps you.
What I kind of love about this map, Vito, is the fact that we see two teams who have failed on these maps before, right? We remember the Copenhagen Flames as well versus FaZe, but they say, no, we can do better than that because this is one of our best maps in the context of Nuke as well. In the RMR, Heroic crushed NaVi on that T side, but when they played it again, Boomich had the solutions because he had watched the tape, and I think that goes in terms of Boomich, in terms of the trust in his process, that is a notch on his belt.
Yes, I love that you mentioned Boomich and Blade because we're going to wrap him up in that conversation. When you have such a golden staff behind you, it's the easiest way to improve on a map where you have been proven your weaknesses and your mistakes by a team like Heroic. What better occasion to look at the demo again and figure out tailored solutions, plans, contingencies. We know they'll do it, and they have done it for this grand final.
I got some bad news for you guys when it comes to Inferno, though. I think we should focus on the first map right here, and the bad news is that Electronic, I agree, he used to be the best pit player in the world. The past 3 months for NaVi, he's the lowest rated player on this map. In fact, there's not a single player
Simple, как обычно, всех расхуярит,
who's in a positive rating right now in the past 3 months on Inferno. They've been struggling on this map massively, and we even saw it in this tournament as well. Simple with a 1.27 rating, as per usual. The next best player is Bit with a 0.99 rating. That is unlike NaVi, so I think FaZe right now is eyeing a great opportunity right here for getting off to a very good start on Inferno.
Yeah, I think that right now you have to consider FaZe the favorites when moving into Inferno. That's just keeping things fair. NaVi, though, I mean, the thing is that they have those poor ratings because of what's been happening in the past to them. This is a team that in the moment, in today, they are different. I almost want to discredit
50 на 50, ребята, ну-ка.
because what we've seen in these
Это что это начинается?
different beast in NaVi.
Борьба?
When FaZe finally beat NaVi during Pro League, the first time that core actually could get Dave down, they picked Inferno, they won it. That was a stronghold for them. But now, when do we start asking the question of
Ага, не,
I thought maybe there was a way in the video. I thought maybe
недолго музычка играла, смотрю.
they actually stick with the vertigo. No one plays.
Уже 3 голоса.
Yeah, you could say so, but don't you want to play it safe, right? Do you really want to risk a major, you know, going into a map where it's...
I mean, I would, but I'm not playing it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the balls on you would have been...
Здесь он прищавый,
The
ебать.
FaZe win against Cloud9 on Vertigo a couple months ago. I mean, that's where it instills fear into NaVi. So you can't risk that. You can't risk that.
Everything, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Как относитесь к татухам?
It's too risky to go for a pick like that or to ban.
Бля, на ком-то нормально.
Interesting map, Vito.
Какой у него скорпион на руке, бля. У Симпла вообще руки такие статуированные, пиздец. Он этого типа тоже, смотри. Рукав какой, пиздец. Симпл уже такой мужлан, смотри на него. Разминается, как будто перед футболом сейчас будет мяч хуярить. А мышку по коврику гонять, пацан, чё ты? Так, слушайте, мы сидим рядом, если кто-то пернет, будет вонять, все понятно. Он делает вид, что он вообще не при делах, ебать.
the experience, the veterans, they need to step up.
I want to build on that point, and I want to agree with it in the sense that I think NaVi is a known quantity. NaVi is a known quantity. When they go into a final, you know exactly what you get. You get a well-drilled Simple, you get a well-drilled Electronic, you get a team that is playing at a very high level. Now for FaZe in a major
Будем
final,
розыгрыш делать. Ну, в курсе вообще, что будет розыгрыш? А, чё никто не говорит, что у меня эта хрень торчит здесь? Really? А, так и будет у меня здесь торчать? Супчик, здорово. Вот это что такое? Это что за окно?
I got Rops. I want to see if Rops' Appsler can work when this crowd is roaring the way that it is. When you can't hear what's going on from that position, when you're trying to catch rotations from those Navi players moving out of that pit, that's where Rops usually shine. But it's tough to do that when there are 10,000 fans in this arena that are screaming their heads off, and relaying that to your team, also essential information that could be missed.
Что они долго обнимаются, пиздец. Долго они обнимаются что-то. Типуля тоже что-то весь в прыщах, ебать. Это тоже какой-то прыщавый. Чё, блядь, это прыщавая команда, ебать. Чё они все в прыщах, ебать? В смысле минус качество? Привет, Стейр. Есть качество, все нормально с качеством. Не понял. Что с качеством-то?
Didn't exactly, I don't want to use the strongest word as save, but he's held them together when it wasn't working that well, right, Pim? And now he also has a chance to shine on the stage.
I agree, but I also do want to say that we haven't seen Bit in a grand final of a major being pressured, right? It was relatively easy for Navi to win the last major, if I may say that, right? That's how good they were. It was not, but it was easy. It was easy thanks to Bit, right? It was easy thanks to him playing so fantastically well. Now I do want to say, what happens when you get into a 14-14 scenario and Bit perhaps not having a great game? That's when you get to see the character of him. He's still young, 19 years of age, as you said.
Так ты у себя там нажми, это у тебя. Измени качество у себя, бро, в ютубе. Ничего не размыто, все у меня... Все классно. У меня все хорошо показывает. Вот я с телефона сейчас пересматриваю. Поменяй качество у себя.
In the game right now, this guy is the most mechanically consistent player for me in the world. He is so dominant in 50-50 duels, it feels like it's not even fair, even if you're against star players like we have on FaZe.
Many of them it's not even fair. To your point,
бро. Вот я пересматриваю на телефоне, все очень хорошо у меня видно.
Twist the same, and I think this is why we are excited to kind of watch this match, because to me it is also about kind of expectation, and then how they can do even better than those expectations, and who is going to step up between FaZe and between NaVi to the level we need them to in order to hoist that trophy.
It's like a box of chocolates, right? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be when you have Perfecto and Twist?
Good,
they can absolutely save you. Twist it.
Очень хорошее
Perfecto
качество.
can do it. Everyone on the server is a star.
Absolutely crazy. What a match we have here. FaZe versus NaVi. Who will lift the trophy? We're gonna start on Inferno, and I hope that Machine and Sponge have an amazing time.
Починил?
Let's go, guys.
Ну все, молодец. Я говорю, это у тебя. Бля, зал огромный на самом деле. Ебать там народу, как на футболе примерно.
I got a fun fact for you, Chad. I was speaking to the audio guy. He told me that the crowd were as loud as an airplane.
Ну все, ебать, наслаждаемся.
108 decibels. So let's do it one last time. It's FaZe against NaVi. Sport Police, let me fucking hear you. All right, pistols on Inferno. The very first round, the very first blood to be drawn of the grand finals.
У пацана градиент, смотри. Они почти все с градиками бегают, смотри.
Slow and steady out the gates here. Feeling each out. any aggression to come in from either team.
Ебать, как они на очке выходят, это пиздец.
FaZe gearing up now, util in hands.
There's a lot riding on this pistol. And it's electronic.
Нахуй.
Down and out. Bit having a go. Down as well, out low. It's just him. Space and bomb plant acquired. FaZe Clan have the advantage. Simple looking to change things.
No,
the bullets are fast. They're furious. And I'm sure NaVi will be too. Perfecto though.
Здорово, контрол, здорово.
Of it yet. Lots of utility. Time sensitive mission. You must close the gap. Close it fast. Flash through. Backs turn.
Опа, юспи, как у меня.
Perfecto. Head in hands. FaZe.
Только ножик не как у меня.
Haven't quite seen an arena this full for Counter-Strike in many, many years.
О, четко, бля, смотрите. Бум. 1-0, пацаны. Нормально.
I've been meeting fans from around the world, and what was the biggest takeaway for me was just how everyone is on the same page. They know the struggle and the stories of all 10 people that are on the stage today.
This one right here, it doesn't normally boil down like this. Number one, number two, the two teams that everybody wants to see, the final that we feel we deserve, the final that Counter-Strike deserves.
How did you put it? The world number one contender.
Трое в очках у них. Это, короче, очковая команда, а топ прыщавая команда. У NaVi одни все типы в прыщах, блять, а эти все в очках, нахуй. 1-1. Там трое прыщавых, тут трое очковых. Очкошники.
Yeah, really prioritizing.
No SMGs in sight for the attack. NaVi, a specialist here in these second rounds. Let's see what they can across the line with a slight purchase. Couple digs, couple HEs in the mix here as well. Rally if you two up, banana, twist. He's trying to take some space. Looking for a find, will be smoked off to deny. So drawing out grenades.
Yeah, not too many more where they came from.
Ебать, хуёво сидеть там играть, когда перед тобой такая арена, блядь, прикиньте, да? И все наорут, блядь, что ебанутые. Тяжело так играть. Так, тихо, simple.
These slow rounds as well just help you get your head screwed on tight. You had the walkout dopamine flowing through your veins. You've got to keep a steady hand. Process of elimination now for FaZe. They start their advance. Carrigan always likes to be the leader of the pack in every definition.
It's a hard crossfire to break here. Stacks on the other side, but they're coming in.
Сколько будет идти это дерьмо? Симпла ебанули сразу. Не ебанули. А, вот сейчас ебнули его.
Carrigan, bit of sign of the times, I think. Just trigger happy, but that'll do.
Easy done right there. Didn't get enough out of the pit player. Simple does his job in the side. All the
Ага, они сейвят уже, все. NaVi сейвят. Ножик пиздатый. Сейвят? Да, сейвят. 3 в 2, они сейвят уже. Ёбаный свет.
Yeah, try not to make this one a third map decider if you're Carrigan. I think remove that from the major finals. Let's see if we've got a dud this time round.
Бум. Бля, круто это выглядит, пиздец. Смотри, какую мышку держит, ебать. Как гемопрогид какой-то. Вот так ее как-то держит, блядь.
Much weaker this time round, NaVi. Good trading onto the site here. NaVi not worried, not concerned about this one, and could see Twist online early with a couple of kills. A smattering of pistols out again, and can there be a difference maker in the round? Flashes, mollies, rain on out. Stalling any NaVi early peaks.
Да, пока FaZe везет, ну как бы 2-0. Пока они ведут.
Robs hasn't seen a single soul in these first 2 rounds. And that may continue. NaVi doing everything they can to puff up their chest. Fame, presence and pressure.
You have to take a risk in a round like this from NaVi, right? You're down to just the pistols here. You're hoping you've gambled correctly.
Идут на Б.
The question is, do they want to block them or do they want to let them
Через
in?
банан.
Ideally, you have to run through the grey screen here if you are NaVi.
Still 60 seconds. Perfecto responsible, will get the smoke out. Do they go through? They don't have to. Decisions to be made and a spray does chip away.
А там бабочка ебать дикая. Нахуй. NaVi заходят. Режет. 2-1. Не сказал бы, что они прям как-то играют там. Но очень аккуратно играют, очень аккуратно заходят, чекают все точки, очень аккуратно. Не так, как мы, блядь, как стадо бежим. Они просто аккуратненько выходят, все углы чекают, блядь. Один держит спину, идут впятером. А нет, что за хуйня? А, это FaZe отыгрывали. Подожди, я перепутал. 3-0. 3-0.
Lit a fire inside of him, and I'm sure we can all understand and put ourselves in the shoes of him. Admirable stuff, but it is time, Chad. Are you ready for our first gunny?
О, прыщавая команда.
Bonus here out of FaZe. They've got this Mac 10 still in the hands of Brokey. No AWP out for him just yet, but NaVi are into the full buys. Do FaZe want to just continue slow and steady as you like, or do they want to try and throw something with a little bit more flavor their way? Defensive smoke drop top banana. That's going to isolate any early information for NaVi as Rain up and to that boiler room quite quickly. This is fast for the mid control. Molly over the top. Look how passive NaVi. They're not leering mid. They're not taking any fights. They're giving the room over. Karrigan chipped on down a little bit of flak damage, but you can see the pressure point that Karrigan wants to work on here early.
Oh, little bit of damage inflicted. Unconfirmed, but
have a lot of room, right? FaZe right now, they have all the room that they could hope for and some more. Just juggling here, Perfecto on the way back over, bringing a bit more to the fight on B.
Couple of spares. That will work out nicely with the
time.
Just note Simple's position here. If this is a committal, he can get over and help this two-man holdout very, very quickly. So the response time on this will be fast.
Совсем не залетало
Gap in this as well.
в их поддержку. Здесь примерно, ну, 30, наверное, процентов за FaZe и
плохое качество.
70 за NaVi.
Плохое качество.
Heavy damage, but they are across 20 seconds, running out of players. It's up to these three, and Twist does deliver. Time, oh! So much damage, 1 HP on Simple, but he does fell Twists. A nice upgrade, a valuable one, a compulsory one. Rops alongside for the ride, yet to die. Long range, brave from Brokey, needs one, gets it! And on the advance, another from Rops. That 1 HP, Twist's handiwork may very well haunt Simple. And his attempt here in the clutch time, very low. Brokey, 60.
Ай-яй-яй, хорош.
Simple, 1 HP, Rops yet to die. Who comes out on top? It's Rops! Robin
Но он наложил немножко в штаны, ебать, какнул. 100%. Simple One HP, они там обосрались все.
Brokey, Twist, and Robs getting the necessary kills on that side, close it down, and the aggression that they were able to continue within those fights. They weren't allowing NaVi to set up in that retake, and look at this, a bit of an investment here out of NaVi, some interesting purchases. Boomage, CZ, Simple with something a little bit out of the box here.
Yeah, and they are going to flirt with something a bit more avant-garde, a little off the beaten path.
Это будет тупо одна катка или несколько каток будет, кто знает.
Not necessarily the first clear as you round the corner. The Alligator might munch away at a couple of FaZe players here when they do try their luck at that mid-control. Pack mentality out of FaZe here. You can see them grouping together, clearing this out as a unit. They have the utility to do so.
Boomage's sixth sense tingles. But who will be made the ghost? Rises luck. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Look how low they are. FaZe's ears are ringing. As Boomage swings around, swinging. Still yet to frag.
They're in a bit of trouble here. Remember this position. This could be massive right now. The
Пиздец, NaVi на самом деле отсасывают.
They're so weak. And Simple ready to stand tall. Pumps them full of lead, just the one. Kept honest. Favors FaZe now heavily. What is Bit supposed to do? A Kevlar vest and a Deagle, nothing.
Бля,
Absolutely
жестко, жестко.
And the same case for Perfecto. Spotted out, nice find, but that looks like a foreboding fifth.
Just try not to give over a gun here. Keep as many alive as possible right now. Perfecto looking to do a bit more damage. But this is a 5-0 start for FaZe. This is beautiful stuff. You couldn't ask for anything better on the T side of Inferno right now.
Yet to see an AWP in play for anyone.
Money hasn't been there for NaVi just yet. FaZe have had the options to go for it, but just want to keep it rifle heavy, keep it as a bit of a pack.
Is Brokey one that wouldn't shy away?
T-side AWP, right? This is the thing. On a map like Inferno, if you want to lock down a bit of territory, if you want to try and stop Simple from going for swings and peaks, then yeah, bring it out. But if you're more than happy to operate with these AKs, it's a bit more versatile. So the T-sided AWP, if Simple has one and he loses it,
В защите за КТ 5-0. Что-то мне кажется, что ну, не возьмут они эту игру. Вообще никак.
The art of the wide swing is dead, right? So Carrigan just jumping wide, drawing that crosshair, save them a few more bodies. So big start from the leader as we get back underway into round number 6. Still no AWP out in play for NaVi here, but will they try and take some aggressions, find an opening? Well, speak of the AWP, here it is from Brokey. Aggressive maneuver forward will be noted.
He's fired off the shot and it echoes across Inferno. NaVi all too aware now. You can see this scouting party starting to poke and prod towards the apartments. Simple the same, throws a couple of mag into it.
Мог прострелить на самом деле.
Down to 26, so he's going to have to operate a little bit more passive here. Rob shouldn't be a problem for him. But this is just the standard Inferno at the moment. It's about pulling utility, it's about playing the chessboard, taking it slow, the default spreads.
You know, I heard from Carrigan's interview about T-side Inferno feeling like one of their best in the pool. Everyone on the same page. I can imagine that's a euphoric feeling. It's game time, folks. 40 seconds, FaZe. Flash Simple out of the fray. Not ready. Ray needs it, gets it back. A vital trade. And still pressure on B as well. NaVi scratching their heads. Where is this final commitment coming from? Boomage. Oh, down and out. Brokey's caught him through the smoke, and now only one man can save NaVi. Put that bound on the board. And playtime cancelled by Brokey.
Сори, Евочка, но я тебя сейчас в бан отправлю. Потому что мне уже надоели такие спамы, блядь. Я Ева, блядь. Поиграй со мной. Ева, сори. До свидания.
Just being very diligent. Pubg goes down, and that's the round. This is a fantastic start for FaZe. It's not often you see NaVi getting blanked like this. A 6-0 start.
I mean, it would be something rather special.
Привет, Денис.
Continue to build up on this. I mean, 6, they'd have bit your hand off. They would.
Ой, NaVi отсасывает.
And they've got it in the first 6 of play.
It's very unlikely that NaVi stays this quiet, right? If FaZe are able to pants them here and just have, we're talking like a 9-10 round spread on this T side, that would be monumental. It's unlikely to see them push that limit now as NaVi saved a couple of guns. The loss bonus is in their favor, but that's where the good news ends, right?
Yeah.
You mentioned the AWP. It's not possible to get out still. FaZe will be aware of that. They have them right where they want them. They know the players that they're killing. They're aware of the economy. They know the loss bonus, so they can keep running rounds like this. A couple more clean ones. You can see the cash right now for Robson Rain, both over that 10K mark, and a timeout called now. The eye test here, you need someone to dig through the stats, but every time it feels like Blade calls a timeout, NaVi respond with a round of their own. The coach for NaVi is a mastermind, the puppet master, pulling the strings and pulling his players right where they need to be. Let's see if we get that response.
Yeah, they say life imitates art, but Master Splinter and Blade definitely have some parallels.
Because of this pace that FaZe has been throwing, you might see a pace change out of them or continue. If it ain't broke, don't change it. NaVi would just love to find an opening exchange here, a chance where they can find a favored duel. Look how tight FaZe are playing. They're not giving anything over at all.
Yeah, Pubg has had very little to play with on his banana adventures. Chipped away at the Canadian twists on the grand final stage. Functioning with about half health. This is the flash. Brokey on his signature weapon and looking to
Здорово, Виктор, еще раз привет.
They don't come easy. Little glimmer of rain.
Пиздец, он даже не высовывается.
On the reaggress. Just hanging in the balance and
Хорош.
straight into the line of
Нахуй
fire.
симпла, ебать.
Bit now called upon.
Хорош.
On the T-side, or Brokey hits double digits, and the rest will come.
Домой.
Brokey triple. What are
4
they
в
to
2.
do?
Save again. This is very miserable right now. And I'm looking at the details of this. How many
План
rounds
6-0,
have they
6-0,
pressured
6-0, это пиздец.
They're actually
Они
trying
не
to
выиграют
target
эту игру.
Symbol's position on the map, and they've done it consistently. 3 of these rounds
Не,
right now
NaVi не
where
возьмут
NaVi
эту
have
игру,
guns.
это
They're
пиздец.
either
Но я не
dealing
знаю,
with the
что нужно
rotation
сделать,
on that
чтобы
weak point,
выиграть.
because Arch is where you rotate between the bomb sites, or they're seeking him out, trying to bait him into fights.
Right.
That is the perfect example right there.
Yeah.
FaZe have come in with a game plan of target simple. How many teams pull that off?
Кабиджидова в порядке, бро. Смотрим финал NaVi и FaZe.
See here problems as well. Pubg yet to find a kill. He's not finding any traction in Banana. Bit yet to get a kill.
Yeah.
Electronic with just 1. Simple has 7, sure, but it doesn't matter when he goes down. He's not in the play. He can't rotate around. And Pubg might not get anything here.
Домой.
Decapitates. One left.
Бля, ебать их ебут.
He's been spotted, dicked up too, and he's going to go on down.
7-0.
Sweet Brokey with the 4K on the AWP.
That's going to be feeling
Жестко, вообще без шансов, не дают ничего им, бля, сделать.
for the Latvian.
Увидим в конце, какой приз.
This is how it started, Chad.
Yeah, it can't be stressed enough. Look who's the first step. Remember when Rain went long side, they traded off of that? You also had Carrigan before in the first gun round. Wrap Arch side.
Yeah.
It's all
Если все за
Arch.
NaVi
This is where the target
голосуют.
is right now, and NaVi are left scratching their heads.
12 голосов и
Upgrade into some
83%.
pistols, down in the dumps. Maybe FaZe
За
getting
NaVi.
10 rounds on this T side is possible.
Но что-то
I mean, this is going to be Carrigan hyper-focused. So
как-то это их не подбадривает.
They found a weakness, and you know, we're just saying if Blade takes a timeout, they traditionally
Что-то они
convert
прям
rounds.
отсасывают
Still yet
жестко.
to see the AWP come out. I'm sure that
7-0.
big red button will be hit for NaVi into the next. Bit might be the man having to drop that. You can see the residual cash.
КС 1.6, FunLove.
Obviously gets a couple more liberties to be taken, and FaZe are just sticking to the same script. Bait it out, see what they're up to, take the map control.
they've got it down to a science now.
Смотрим.
A quasi-buy for NaVi.
Сейчас будет стычка.
Interested in full investment for round 8. And again, Chad, we've seen this before. Significant threatening
Бля,
damage
такие
dealt
скины, пиздец.
before the final commitment.
Well, look where the gap is right now. They can almost waltz
Состояние стоит, блядь,
have nothing to worry about.
некоторые.
their way up that short side. But remember, they have been going long, so maybe they want to test that yet again.
Ебать, как он чекает.
NaVi seem to hope so as well. Bomb on his back, thinks better of that. Oh, Nate looks good, and that's a shot at a bit. Sits Rain down, a weapon tantalizingly close, but another body down. Defensive smoke just for survival now and retrieval. Maybe more to be said about Bit hiding in plain sight. Does take another body.
Ну возьмите раунд уже хоть один.
They are into the site, established, but with a man advantage for NaVi. Still 7 rounds have passed without any NaVi resistance. Is this where things change, or can FaZe fight 3 on 4?
Ну они напряглись. Фейзики напряглись, на. Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй. Воу. Нет, тут без шансов. Смотри, какой он жжет над ним.
This is reality. Map 1 of your grand finals here at the PGL Major Antwerp 2022. And FaZe are 8-0 up. This is the reality we live in.
This could be the change right here. We spoke about it. The AWP to come out for Simple. Half's already been won. FaZe have done more than enough here. Anything else is the cherry on top, but we need some resistance from NaVi now.
But Simple to try and change the dialogue. Another setup shift. Trying every trick in the book just to get off of that goose egg.
So they're trying to take a fight here. The first time they're actually trying to lock down mid. They know that Archer's been that weakness. Flashes a setup. This might be a smoke in the hand of Brokey.
Yeah, that's
he can flash from this position as well. We've seen IP try something tricky in the book back in the day.
8-0, пиздец, не сосуд. Обидно, конечно. Хорош. Они хоть раунд возьмут?
Decisions to be made. And it's a big one out of Robs. Stops Electronic from building further.
2 в 4. Да, раунд будет. Будет раунд. Бля, если он сейчас его возьмет в соло, Эйс ебанет. На нах. Симпл не дал пройти даже. Хорош. Первый раунд.
So we have to see a kill out of Boomage here if you want the bad news report that's coming out for NaVi. That is the changing of the tide. They do invest into the AWP. They do find
Ну вот он, приз, мейджор.
It was with the rifles locking this down top mid, but it was the stance that was different. They weren't giving so much space. They were happy.
Да я в ахуе буду. Я охуею, я буду орать здесь нахуй. Что-нибудь выкину в окно, ебать, монитор.
Has a little idea as to aggression, wants to try and punish on a tiny slither of smoke, but now already replaced.
Я смотрю раскид, смотрю, как, как они раскидывают. Они раскидывают смоки, вообще не открываясь, вообще не открываются. Держат максимально долго.
Regular schedule programming ready to return for round 10. Look at where the bomb is though. This is all just smoke and mirrors. There's another smoke chat. That's another smoke.
This is all this is about, just drawing the util out. Simple stuff from FaZe. Yes, spotted electronics also done ahead. Just to be very careful.
Поляк отправляет мне сообщение. Член в говне. Я его учил разговаривать по-русски. Член в говне. Бля, ну паму сдавлю, пиздец. Ебать. Второй раунд берут. Берут второй раунд, смотри. На.
They've been focusing on him, still finds himself at the very tippy top.
It's quite clear they're still
Что
trying to
такое
follow that
заебал?
rotation. They throw a B fake, right? You could see FaZe what they're trying to do. They're just trying to keep NaVi moving. The B fake right there is to draw Simple or whoever the arch rotator is over towards B. Nobody moves, right? NaVi have adjusted. They've said, let's sit back, let's wait, let's let the fight come to us. We won't create these gaps.
На.
Simple shuts them down. So great stuff here as we are getting into the thick of things now. This
Тоже
is the
дорогой
opportunity
авик,
to
да,
break the rank
по-моему?
balance. A big round for NaVi coming ahead. If they can deny this plan, if they can make sure there's no saves, they'll set themselves up to claw this half back to be respectable.
Да, скины, конечно, там 8-2, пацаны, 8-2.
Caught him out. Just caught him out, just walks on up. Robs, how's he find a gap like that? They've been watching mid every other time, and now it's Pubg's turn. He needs a kill.
And he will find it!
Угадал его.
First time we've seen him punished for his adventures early up the banana. You can see there is a hidden
Хорош.
to be retrieved.
So how much that's going to do? FaZe might get a move on right now. They've got
Чисто зелененький, кузнечик, ебать, у него все зеленое.
Look at the gap. There's such a massive hole right now. It needs to be filled by Simple. He's going to have to do this alone.
Yeah, he's been called upon here. Nice contribution out of Electronic, but FaZe still stubborn. On the way in, a missed shot.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй.
And it's up to Perfecto. Carrigan refuses to die.
А я не думаю, что они, ну, в основном их покупают. Большую часть выбивают, мне
A
кажется.
battle of wits and fortitude. Blind. Time starts to tick.
Не, красивый авик, пиздец.
Robs responsible. Two orbs. Chad, what are they up to? They can't miss these shots. And he has. Robs doesn't. Just the one, and that'll do. Robs.
Ебать, один в один остались, пиздец, расхуярил.
Between the two of them. 9 T rounds here on Inferno.
Kind of wonder that opening kill from Robs. It didn't even feel real that it was happening because he was just walking out Boiler alone. You can see some risks being taken now. That opening kill is what threw this round into a bit of a tailspin. It created the gap on A, then the fight went down towards B. That's a massive response right there from FaZe. I still can't believe that Robs just walked out mid and took that fight. That is wild, but Simple. Try and level the field here, looking for an opener immediately. He's going to be sent packing by a flash in space. Liberty's now FaZe. They're trying to take a lot more room. They know. Turn the heat up on NaVi now.
Yeah, they found their mojo. NaVi still chasing it. And there's been a dynamic feel to this FaZe clan.
It means that NaVi can never be caught sleeping on any of these choke points. You just have to love what they're throwing their way.
You just never know what you're going to get next.
Yeah, the spanner in the works with these dry walkouts. We saw Rain try it earlier. Rob's got away with it. And with these walkouts, it's just going to keep NaVi in a position where they can't gamble, they can't hedge. They have to lock down these positions. They have to keep eyes on.
Util, that must force Electronic out. He's blind, burning, Simple the same. Look at the damage. And he's gone.
Ебать.
Hungry for the repeat. And it is a deadly sin. Greed gets Simple.
Флэш.
But a lot to do with a very less than ideal buy. Still brings Carrigan low. But Proki so far forward and bit stubborn.
Бля, он держится, пиздец.
What is that from Carrigan? Traces
Да ну нахуй.
reveal him.
Вот это мув был.
Close to one another. This is all hanging by a thread.
Увидел.
And it's
Хорош.
Sets NaVi up for collection. Can they really find a way in? Is there anything to be said for FaZe Clan? 10 seconds is all they have to work with, and there's a setup.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
Proki can't get to the bomb.
Ой, хорош.
And NaVi make it 3.
Well handled now, but the best they can get is 6 here. Look, and I said the best they can get is 6. We know that NaVi can have a vicious T-side too, but we're just seeing them work into things. Bit of an odd one there from Simple, right? Caught off by that molly. You can see this here.
Да, шансов мало, пиздец, на самом деле. Сколько будет раундов, кто знает? Ну, типа, это чисто один матч и все? 9-3. Кто знает, сколько будет матч? Один? Листикс. Я же сказал, что я выйду на связь. Да, 3-9 идут.
the last 3-4 rounds consecutively here. You want to make sure that you're competitive, you're keeping the fight up, they're close.
Yeah, I mean, best case, we get to see a bomb plan and a couple of kills, but I don't know who to look for.
Free 9, free 9.
Yeah, and it's just the same from FaZe here. This is what we saw from Heroic versus NaVi just the other day. Stalled out, very slow Inferno.
Ooh, that's a little naughty, but
Yeah, 3-9
more
идут.
hopeful than anything. And that might take hope away. Ooh.
Ну, как знаешь, как знаешь.
Just making sure any of our newer viewers know what
Досмотрим, а
Inferno looks
потом...
like. The nooks and crannies.
They're taking our time, exploring the entire
А, в напах? Да.
but they're trying to bait out some of this CTU till force.
Сделаю, как нефиг делать.
And that's why it's this very pokey little play with the pistols. Show their face, drop back.
5 баксов? Ну, это большая сумма. А я не ставил ничего, кстати. Хераси. 4-9, пацаны, 4-9.
Needs to get his confidence going. Boomich has been fantastic for this team once they've made it to the playoffs here. He's been extremely mobile as an in-game leader across the map, impact frags, so want to get him online.
Давай сразу после мейджора пойду сыграю напу, и если беру первую уже катку, тогда донатишь. Если не беру ее, то тогда не донатишь. Жестят, жестят.
Started bleak, started absolutely miserable for NaVi. That pressure point of Arch time and time again, hemorrhaging rounds, but right now they're back in it.
Yeah, Blade somewhat of a savant for Counter-Strike, and now probably just making sure with his abacus that everyone is on the same page as to what can be coming their way.
It's a bit curious if they're going to be expecting a buy like this. He's trying to get, yeah, they're trying to get the most out of this before it gets too out of control here. It's curious if they want to use pace behind this. They didn't buy any HEs. Normally if you had a couple of nades, you'd lob them forward, soften up on the faster pace. It's not so easy to do when you don't have any nades in place. You're going to have to hope for a couple of good flashes here, but a set piece definitely on the line. Check that radar out. 4 players for FaZe.
Блять, один ножик оттуда хотя бы, любой. Себе в инвентарь.
Smoke for more pressure, but call that off.
That's huge. That is massive from NaVi right there. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that is all the investment in utility gone for FaZe immediately.
Look
that was
how
a
many
pocket
smokes.
strat. Yeah, they were hoping to get away with a lot of space. That actually means a lot. NaVi have just stalled them out completely here. They have to come up with something on the fly.
Wow, there was 5 smokes. Bloom in the opening 10 seconds, and there's more replacing that.
These flashes here that broke here lining up is perfect. Try and get a bit of a waterfall strat coming out, but they will need to get past 3. Bit in Electronic are hard to break, and Simple's there as well.
3 players, 3 flashbangs.
These are going to have to be absolutely perfect here. If NaVi aren't blind, there's no way in for FaZe. They're just going to get shut out of this.
Yeah, but Rain is going to be the one to come in last, looking to clean up the mess. And here comes the commit, lots of flashes. Rain has opened the account for FaZe. Simple one back.
3-4. Simple отъехал. 4-2. Плант, это 10-4.
With a cobbled together by Mac 10s, a single rifle, pistols. Break into the A site.
Я считаю, что им вдвоем сейвить надо. И брать последний раунд. Чтобы сыграть 10-5. Сейвит, сейвит. Прикинь, сейвит реально. Ебать, я читаю. Взрыв. Бум, пацаны. Ну там нет смысла.
So for the first rounds, we witnessed Simple being the target. Those flashes have Electronic's name written all over them.
Yeah, that was beautiful stuff right there. The fact
Ай, ба, у него там цепура. Такой жгут, мой указательный палец.
Perfectly highlighted. Continue to come on over. A couple of them, you can see in the feed, Brokey getting flash assist there, and that's exactly what you want from a strat like that. That is the pressure now turned up on NaVi.
Он сейчас думает, пиздец, Аренян мне дома не даст нихуя.
I said 9-6 would be alright. 11-4 sounds absolutely miserable here for NaVi.
И кто?
It's looking ludicrous.
Дядя, мы заняты, ты не видишь? Винзо, я тебя, ну... Мы заняты сейчас.
The final round of this first half, they do get the opportunity to at least remedy this defense. Hall 5 does seem like it is a must. Carrigan just forced to sit back and watch as his three remaining compatriots.
Оринян скажет, нюхай. Проебал, нюхай теперь пирожок, блядь.
NaVi seem to have a good idea as to where they're coming from. It was rain before. Can he possibly find a way in again?
Сука, обидно, обидно. То, что NaVi проебывает на самом деле.
Couple of missed shots. It's still simple. Only one out of rain, and NaVi hold on to the reins. It's Brokey tagged up and
Это раунд. Видите, если бы они не засейвили, они бы не взяли 10-5. Это 10-5. Я Ванга. 10-5, пацаны. Сейчас посмотрим, как они за Т отыграют. Вдруг они возьмут сейчас ТТ и камбэкнут так, что типа охуеют просто.
Some comeback for NaVi here. We know that Inferno can be a bit of a weakness. So the teams do like to target from time to time.
Короче, мой предыдущий стрим залетел в реки, просмотры растут. Очень приятно, это круто, на самом деле. Там 600, уже 600, что-то там, свыше 600 просмотров. Крутяк. И стрим классный, на самом деле, был. Просто жесткий. Кто его не видел, советую посмотреть. 17 голосов, и у нас практически все на NaVi. Я тоже за NaVi. Смотри, я только обновляю, у меня уже все, уже 616 просмотров, а было 611. Все больше и больше просмотров. Еще бы комментили бы. Так, мне кажется, после легко делать и будет просмотр. Да-да-да, бро, я так и заметил. Юспик, как у меня. Юспик, как у меня. Этот Юспик должен делать киллы. Хорош. А, это стартрековский, нихуя себе. Стартрек. Стартрек не так смотрится. Хорош. Так, 3 в 2. Ну, юспы дают, как бы, ну, о себе знать. Прыгают там, как две эти. Ебаш. Ой, хорош. Ласт, один в один. Хорош. Ебать, эйс ебанул. Да. Хоть это, ну, и фейс отыграли, но красиво. 11-5. Ебать. Это эйс был. От Рейна. 5-11. Да, буду играть, буду в напа играть. У меня уже челлендж назревает за донат, поэтому да, буду играть. Да, я видел. А там ноуты, блядь, планшеты, телефоны, блядь. Фотки жирного этого симпла показывают, что он жирный какой-то жирдяй. Перехавал вареников. Расстрелы пошли. Давайте уже заканчивайте мейджор финал и давайте нам новую операцию. Ну нахуй. Минус симпл. Пиздаем. Пиздаем. Ебать. Вы это видели? Просто 2 секунды и пизда. И раунд. Жесть. NaVi не выигрывают, NaVi проебали. Ну, пока что в проебе NaVi. Зло, ты не знаешь, сколько будет таких игр? Одна катка или там, ну, несколько каток будет?
Taking a lot of liberties and a lot of room here.
Yeah, that's a lot of space, quick. You can see Brokey is going to be the third bannerman to arrive upon the site. Retake smoke, util to rain in. The flames will force you back or forward. Make a choice.
Бля, жесть. Но я тоже за NaVi. На самом деле, я тоже за NaVi. Три? 3 катки? Понял, бро, понял. Услышал. И все инферно. Почему инферно? Ебать, они там, блядь, смотри, ты видел, как они столпились, ну. Они вроде, да, был нюк еще. Тихо. Минус.
Robs maintains presence on banana. Brokey encroaching now. Opportunity still ripe for a FaZe 13.
Ну, бомбич, давай, блядь. Цепура такая, блядь. Должен играть. Блядь, как жизнь. Предпенсионная. Мне до пенсии еще как до Китая раком, блядь. Как NaVi до победы, нахуй. В этой катке. Не знаю, как в мейджоре.
Robs gets the reaction from the crowd, but NaVi get the 6 knocks onto the scoreboard there. Still a 6-round difference.
12-6.
And you're exactly right, knowing the financial damage that's going to come through with a round like that.
Но молодой, напряженный, прям напряженный.
Still an opportunity here for FaZe to finish this quickly. Right now, they're not in a good place. The fact that they were able to trade out onto that site quite efficiently, I thought that Carrigan did a lot there. It was the kill from Bit down Banana that was stalled it out the low HP. Perfecto with a couple of big frags to his name.
Вы видели какие NaVi? У них трое прыщей, они прыщавые какие-то все пацаны. У них обострение, нахуй. Бабы не дают им, нахуй. Перед матчем бабы не дают им, чтобы прыщи повыскакивали. На нахуй. Нету с русскими комментаторами, ну типа... Вот, я русский комментатор. Все смотрят, у всех одинаково, нету. Есть русский комментатор, да, но он комментирует, допустим, поверх английского языка. То есть нету отдельно, чтобы русский комментировал. Может и есть. Да, может и есть. Хрен с ним. Смотрим. На ютубе есть? Да я лучший комментатор.
Lack of information for FaZe. They are in the dark. No information top mid. No information banana at all.
This is going to be a real tight one for these two.
Я ж все угадал. Я ж предсказал, что они сейчас вдвоем будут сейвить, что счет будет 10-5, потому что им надо брать еще один раунд, поэтому они будут предпоследний сейвить. 100%. Я сам нихуя в этой игре не понимаю, что гоните. Я только сегодня... Ой-ой-ой, хорош. Что он делает, блядь? Он с читами по-любому ВХ видел, он на префе вышел, дал в голову. По-любому читер. Опа, симпл. Ебаш, хорош. На реакции видел? Инфа прошла, ну ёбаный свет. Зашкеренные, блядь, на, держи. Плюс раунд. Плюс раунд. 12-7, да? 12-7?
A little bit worrisome there in the final stages, but FaZe, now they have to ask themselves a couple of questions. Pinch and pennies this time, but it's going to be on the other side of the server. On this defense, we saw them have to take an eco late within that first half.
12-7, блядь. Не, ну я в натуре, я охуею. Давайте хоть трусы в окно выкину, если, блядь, Simple, если NaVi выиграет, блядь. Если Simple вытащит это говно. Я трусы так на резинке так отправлю куда-нибудь в полет, нахуй, с окна, ебать. За победу, нахуй.
To be a crowd favorite, does Rops?
Saw plenty of that in the show match, Rops.
Yeah, we did. No revolvers here, though.
Так их натяну, понял, так.
Certainly a few Counter-Strike cowboys. Ray.
Трусы мои отправлю в полет.
He's caught electronic.
Тамоник, блядь. Трусы упадут кому-то на голову, не так обидно. Ну, жив останется хотя бы. А монитор могу убить кого-то нечаянно, ну нахуй. Еще сяду, блядь, пизда. Смотрел мейджор, блядь. За что сидишь? За что сидишь, ебать? Хорош. 12-8. 12-8, ребята, бомба запланчена. Хорош. За что сидишь? Дай болел бы, NaVi. Так. Так, волна пошла. Хорош? На нахуй. Брат за брата. Бу. 12-8, ребят. Ебать, они вастериневые наушники такие видели? Это любимые наушники его. 100%. Ебать, там зал, просто столько, блядь, бабла потратили люди, блядь. NaVi не такого камбэкали. Ну сейчас посмотрим. Я трусы там приготовил, слышал. Свободный полет.
Can they build further into it? It's FaZe that look to adjust.
So they're lacking utility here, right? So they are going to have to take a couple of these
Последний.
put their bodies on the line, not just be able to defend with utility alone. They softened up this B site early. It is very susceptible right now to a full execute. The way that they're positioned here tells me.
Поглаженные.
Okay.
Хорош.
I was about to say that it might have to be a bit of a save if they walk into this B site, and now that they've gotten that freebie, maybe it'll have to be exactly that.
Oh no. A horrible death to stomach for Carrigan. Just a reaction speed test out of Boomage. And there's more to come, way more to come.
Ебать, они на очке, смотри, просто пиздец. Они просто занимают точку и вот сидят и хуй кого пропускают. Просто... Хорош. Блять, ебану. Ну, 2 в 1. А нет, 2 в 2. Ну-ка. Ну-ка. Пизда, бомба выпала. Планти. 1 в 1. Фейковал. Пизда. Хорош. 12-9. Нехило. Бля, до конца не верю. Ебать там, видели? Бананом кормит, ебать. Где они находят такие фотки? Ну это ж пиздец. Наверное, такие фотки, блядь, просто редкие, блядь. Хорош, хорош.
19 years of age. How many 19-year-olds are in this stadium today? And one of them does that for NaVi.
Мега хорош. 9-12. Есть, двоих зажима, хорош! Да ну нахуй, я не верю, они реально делают нахуй. Пиздец они собрались, ебать. Эти все отступают нахуй. А эти наоборот заходят нахуй. На Б. Все, Б-плент нахуй. Б-плент. О, а там можно плентить? Я даже не знал, нихуя себе.
Is when NaVi eventually started getting rounds on the board. And now, it wasn't necessarily through his kills early, but it was through the way that they approached the rounds. They're a bit more forward, they're ready to fight. And now the Brokey has kept himself...
Не-не-не, они были очень расстроены. Видно было по лицу, что это не фан был, нихуя. Этот остался один. Командир. Капитан корабля уходит с кораблем. Кто знал, что там можно плентить? Смотри. Бум, и курица разлетелась. Она там клювала бомбу, но пыталась разминировать ее. Минус курочка, ебать. Поджарили нахуй. Курятинку. Пиздец. Просто ни раунда не могут взять. Ты, батя, они все солевые там. Да, 8-0 было, пиздец, я сам в ахуе. Я сам был в шоке, ребят. Но я то же самое сказал. Посмотри, как они за Т играют. Но я почему-то не верил в то, что они возьмут. 0-8 было. Да, да, потом 8-1, 8-2, 8-3, потом 9-3. Что там было? А, 10-4 потом было, а потом 10-5. И вот они со счетом 10-5 они закончили. Потом было 11-5. И они камбэкнули сейчас 12-10. Просто подряд, раунд за раундом. Опа, что за эмочка? Нихера себе. Дорогая им как-то знает. Впервые его вижу вообще. Что это за эмка? Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй, ну зря они выходят. Да ну нахуй. Нихуя. А, я думал, 1 в 1 остались, а они 2 в 1. Взяли раунд 13. 8к примерно? Хот-рот. Ну, вон 8к подсказывает. Все не шарит, 8к, дорого. Ничего, я с этой побегаю со своей, как я. С хрусталечкой побегаю. Не 8к, но все же. Бля, сколько ему лет, нахуй? 50? Такой мужлан, ебать. Сгорел. Бля, там эмоции, конечно, пиздец. Как я сегодня получил эмоции, когда мы играли последнюю каточку на этом, на оверпассе. Кто видел катку последнюю на стриме? Жесткая была, жесткая. Здорово, здорово, Свага. 10к. Неплохая, просто мне нравятся все красные скины, и поэтому, ну... Вот эта бабочка стоит тоже очень много. Очень много стоит бабочка, это красная. 13-10, ребят. А это 13-11. 3 в 2 и план стоит. FaZe должны сейвить сейчас. Да, они сейвят. FaZe сейвят, поэтому это раунд за NaVi. Это раунд у NaVi. 2 в 3 плентом. Они уже сейвят, вы понимаете? Осторожно, не выходим. Бум. Хорош, 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 хорош. 13-11. Не, если бы я играл 8-0 в начале, ну, типа, я был бы на такой дизморали. Оказывается, надо просто натащить до конца. Просто до конца надо играть. Реально, порой бывает, вот я играю 8 или 9-0, и я прям такой разочарованный уже, типа, играть не хочется, ты на дизморале сидишь такой, блядь, думаешь, ну, пиздец. Тут надо, ну, просто реально до конца стараться и тащить, потому что, возможно, вывести любую катку. Они в защите, понимаете, блядь? Двое на. Один в нычке сидит. Хороший молик.
Rattle in. There's Twists in a crossfire with his leader to hold and respond to this mid control. Ouch! Carrigan goes wide. And his eyes fade to black. Electronic may have actually screwed that up a little. Looks good though.
Охуеть.
Smoke presence from NaVi. They are really slowly strangling this FaZe clan defense. Can they find any way to disrupt this, or a FaZe gonna fall yet again to this NaVi execute? Biding their time.
Сейчас будет мясо. На нахуй. План, и опять они вдвоем будут сейвить. Смотрите. Да, тоже охуенная МК, мне тоже понравилось. Brokey with the information that they are continuing to try and force the issue, take everything away from FaZe. 630 просмотров предыдущий стрим набрал. Пока что. Он еще и набирает просмотры. Как это работает, я, ну, походу залетел стрим хорошенько. 4 в 2 сейвит, короче. Это 12-13, ребят. Так это и есть поток. Бум. Да, прикинь, белые перчи. Белые перчи с белой эмкой где-то на зимней карте, пиздец, да? Типа, где снег, там все дела.
It's going to get more brawly now.
Nice, да?
FaZe have to start taking a couple bit more liberties in fights they want to take. Maybe take 3 towards B, extinguish the utility coming their way, barrel down banana, take a fight, be a bit more aggressive in halls, in boiler, try and find that pick on the lurker towards second mid. Because right now, it's not the same fashion the way that FaZe were able to pick up their T rounds, but NaVi are doing similar scenes. They're getting control of the map much earlier, and then they're applying this pressure to FaZe, and the individuals, they're not standing up right now.
Big round of play. Boomich, blind, catching nades, catching flak. He's already very, very low, but still FaZe fly their flag. Top banana. Oh, what a flash. No punish. It's Carrigan that wants answers again. Rain tucked in close, hoping.
Да, я в начале стрима уже обратил внимание на авапу. Ну, ты ж они на своих аккаунтах играют, ну типа на основных.
That's a little oopsie. We do see starting to run out of the additional utility.
Yeah, they've just forced out so much early here. Sure, Rain has a little bit left over.
Ну, я думаю, блядь, нихуя себе, такие скинчики, пиздец.
First map of the PGL Major Grand Final, number 1 versus number 2.
Вот пиздец, уже 40 секунд остается. Они не рашат. Просто до конца ждут, смотри. Жесть. Вот, остается 20 секунд и сейчас заходят. Ебать, ебать. Симпл, ебашь, ебашь, Симпл, хорош. Ой, хорош. Хуя себе.
NaVi pulled back into the fray from Perfecto and Bit. It's the A players now from FaZe trying to find a way back in. Oh no.
4-6к рублей?
On the hunt. Perfecto, the healthiest member of this retake.
Чё несёшь?
A second and that'll do. NaVi.
Пиздец, пиздец. Все сейвит нахуй. Ну съел бы. Бум. 13-13. Жесть, жесть. Смотри, какая дизмораль у фейзов. Просто дизмораль, просто дичайшая дизмораль.
Perfecto here is the safe pair of hands that NaVi need in this comeback.
You saw Bit's health as well. If Perfecto isn't as precise as this
one here.
Look at that shot.
That's such a huge kill.
Oh, Perfecto refuses to surrender.
Ебать, смотрите на него нахуй. Ебать, у него рвет нахуй пукан.
All tied up after an explosive start from FaZe. NaVi, they have found their footing. Perfecto 22.
На нахуй. На нахуй. Ебать. Просто контур на сразу. Просто знает где и прострелом хуяк. Тапочек, здравствуйте. 27 голосов. Красавцы, ребят. Знаете что? 27 голосов, 8 лайков. Обидно, обидно. 2 в 1, 2 в 1. Это сейф. Нет, будет идти, будет идти. Собрался идти. Пизда ему. Жесть. 14-13, ребят. 10 лайков, спасибо. О, блядь. Сказал, блядь, сразу сделали.
They're knocking on the door, they're coming into their bomb sites, but they're not able to convert multiple kills. One is not enough because the trading right now is better from NaVi. They're playing as a unit, they're believing in this comeback, and they are getting
Крабоёб.
fired up. Look at Simple there, 14-13 now, NaVi take the lead. An 8-0 start for FaZe, it means nothing.
Да хорошо играют, 8-0 изначально, ну как бы шли.
This could be heartbreaking considering how close, how ridiculously close FaZe felt. And on the CT side, no less now. A nervous gulp for this international roster as they can feel it slipping away. Simple again
Ебанул,
finds the
прикинь.
opening.
Я даже не видел, как он убил его.
It's not a pretty buy. It's the best they could muster. They've rifled behind the sofa cushions, come up with nothing more than a couple of pistols.
Но он напрягся прям, вижу, что он тащит нахуй, он потеет, пиздец.
With just a CZ and a whole squad chasing him.
Жестко начал тащить.
2 on a pistol. Is there really something to be said about round 28? There shouldn't be.
3 в 3.
A bit premature.
Они без дропа. Плент.
Smoke down.
Фейк был.
NaVi need it. They've got the time to think it through. Wait for the smokes to fade. No boosts to be seen. Apart from this one right here. Oh, you rarely see a T side adopt that. It's given time though for Robs to be someone of a late arrival. Oh, he needed that a bit again.
Ебать.
Now the plant safe enough. Only a P250.
Ебать.
NaVi up to 15.
Не, хорош. Хуя себе. До конца ждали, не ставили план. Красиво.
They just bail themselves out, they look calm, they hit the brakes, they wait, they hit the necessary shots, and FaZe, they can't find anything.
У меня аж сердечко застучало, ебать, нихуя.
They make it interesting, sure, Carrigan with the double here, but this is such
Смотрите на него, ебать.
8-0 start, 15-13.
Он будто лотерею выиграл, нахуй.
Carrigan and Inferno.
15-13, блядь, я изначально не верил в эту хуйню вообще. Что творят, ебать, пизда. 8-0 в начале шли. 8-0. NaVi сосали и камбэкнули.
Quick shot through the smoke, aggressive banana control. FaZe are starting to look like their former selves, at least in the early posturing.
A little bit different here, finally some banana control right now for FaZe. For how long can they hold on to that defensive smoke? Long side might be the gap here. Twist as well now under pressure. Defensive utility drop, rotation starting to come in. NaVi have a lot of space and a lot of time.
Я же тоже сказал, что я за NaVi. С самого начала я за NaVi. Ебать. Дезмораль, смотрите на кой дезморали они. 2-3, 2-3. 2 в 3. 1 в 3. Бля, взяли раунд. 15-14, да? Может быть ничья, ребят. Пиздец. Только не ничья. Давайте победную. Давай, Simple, включай, блядь, читы свои, нахуй, заебал. Кто видел момент, как я с Глена забрал троих? Никто не видел?
One of the first rounds since the very, very early stage of this second half that FaZe have been able to get full banana control. That's the difference maker right there. They're able to hedge, they're able to get the rotation in, they responded in time. Sure, they lost the opening killer twist.
Давайте, пацаны. Ну чё, 15-14. Или ничья, или победа. Ну, им как бы в принципе можно выдохнуть. NaVi уже может выдохнуть, хотя бы ничья. Уже хорошо, уже не проеб, правильно? Уже ничья в кармане. Да, должен быть, по-моему, до раунда еще.
sandwiched amongst 5 NaVi rounds, and Carrigan decides he will take matters into his own hand. Rain, aggressive on Banana, and it looks like it!
Ебашь их, ебашь нахуй! Ничья, пацаны, ничья походу будет. Если Simple сейчас не включит активацию читов.
Uncertainty in the Natus Vincere camp now, and a man to the good for FaZe and for OT.
What a play to make right here from Carrigan. Aggressive maneuver, only gets one out of it, but has thrown this round.
Но быстро он, да, запушил через мид, пиздец. Неждан, неждан.
For any CTs who are overstepping the mark right now, but a 2-2 split of the defenses, and NaVi, if they hit the side together, they'll have the man advantage. Their trading has been on point.
It's been very hard to get a frag and get away. Brokey would love that here in our 30th. Plays it conservative, understandably so. So much attached to a single round of counter strike.
Давай, Simple, ебать.
But they are finding the frags.
Хорош. Хорош. Ты что делаешь, блядь? Минус. Simple 1 в 1 остались. Пачка у него. Есть флешка. Есть смысл туда выходить именно? Тайм. Бля, не успел вытащить калашек. Ничья, пацаны. Он не успел вытащить калаш. Блядь, ну Simple. Нахуй с этим ножом бежал, блядь. Он просто не успел вытащить калаш. Блядь. Ну, ошибочка у него в конце вышла. Просто он проебался. Он просто проебался, блядь.
MR3, 10k now, notch onto the board here.
Вот, смотрите. Ну, красиво, красиво шел. Блядь. Ну чё, 15-15. Смотрим дальше.
The aggression, the balls to go for a maneuver like that.
I really don't know who has that momentum now. It felt like NaVi really did awaken on that second half. FaZe, though, proved to themselves that it's not done. Little change up out of the defense here. Be interesting to see how far Rain gets. He's been having his troubles, he's been having his woes, but still looks to stand up tall. Maybe not anticipating this one. Carrigan reads the flash, turns it to perfection. A re-smoke on Banana will maintain control.
Да я хочу играть после такого, блядь.
Oh my god.
Ебать.
I don't know if he knows.
Ебать.
Looking right.
На нахуй.
It's Carrigan good for it. Simple immediate smack.
И Simple ебашит в смог в голову, на нахуй. Он просто хуярит уже во все щели, смотри, он просто ебашит уже в дым, не в дым.
Aggressive maneuver to take some space. It might just walk straight into this one. Is Bit staying stoic, no overstepping the line right now as the rest of his team work on space elsewhere. Rejigging this defense, twist back over towards the second letter of the alphabet. Joining Rain, who's perched up pretty. Info could be name of the game here for FaZe. If they do want to test the limits, dip their toe into the water, they'll know exactly where this fight's coming. If not, it's all on Twist of Rain to lock this one down.
Yeah, they're staying so static. Distinct number advantage for NaVi. And they set their sights on the second letter of the alphabet. It's Rain again, who should have great success. First in the scope.
Бля, ебать, ебать, ебать. Да ну нахуй. 1 в 2, бегут. Успел? Нет. Фейканул. Фейканул. Бля. FaZe взяли 1 доп.
26, that puts him on top of the table. Brokey, the very first from his nation to stand on a stage like this, an opponent like this. 1 round, the first of overtime goes FaZe's way.
Definitely FaZe have refound themselves here, right? It was looking bleak for a while there. They were passive. They thought they were just going to walk this one across the line. But you can see Carrigan starting to look like himself. More aggressive maneuvers, getting stuck in, taking some fights, taking some liberties. Gets them the opener right there. Does get traded out, but sets FaZe up on the mantle of a 4-on-4. But we're getting Real close now in some of these rounds. NaVi back into the bite. Back in with this banana aggression, all that util, the smoke to extinguish anything coming their way. Perfecto this time round will just take all the space, all the control. Again, this wasn't noted last time round, so FaZe opting to set Rops and Brokey up for success.
It's very well drilled. By taking all of that space immediately, FaZe are forced to start dumping. Hey cheese, defensive flashes. Twists. Buys time with Flame on the floor in mid.
It's going to test this.
He wants to. Oh, Brokey. He's been waiting for it this whole time.
Ебать, проеб.
180 to the dome as Bit's gone. They look for answers in mid.
Нахуй.
Holds one. There should be a response in Brokey. FaZe
3 в
have the
4.
advantage, but they don't have all the answers. A simple
Хорош.
on his
Ебать, там
advantage.
реакция, пиздец.
Cut short of last Brokey disrespects the smoke and keeps FaZe hopes of a second on the CT side of overtime.
Он сидит сверху, смотри.
It's
Он
simple and
засел.
perfecto. No better pairing. 49 already.
Ну это пиздец, как, блядь, вот как его вообще там высечь нахуй? Да ну нахуй, как, сука, как нахуй? Блядь, как нахуй? Блядь. Ебать.
Looking to be the oldest player to win a major title. Carrigan steps up when the team needs him most. Flatline simple, takes out Perfecto.
Смотрите, блядь, у него лицо вспотело, ебать, смотрите. Он в двух парах наушниках, чтобы ему не мешал зал. Чтобы он все слышал, чтобы зал не мешал. Как он его высек, это вообще пиздец, нахуй, подаркой, блядь. И навелся именно на него, нахуй. Въебал по столу, нахуй.
Enough money to buy again. The plant's been there. Run boost across mid here and delivery of the AWP. Neither shot connects.
Valiant attempt, final round of their defensive half of OT. The stubborn Norwegian backed up. Flash to support, facilitate. This is aggressive and yeah, punished. It's Perfecto that gives NaVi a man advantage very early.
Бля, Виградик. Тоже красивый пиздец. Ну там главное тянуть правильно. Завтра, не знаю, ребят, не буду обещать пока ничего. Посмотрим. Если они сейчас берут раунд, то все, да, по идее, 18-15. 3 до пойдет.
Will rise, frustrations trying to solve this on the fly. A FaZe, there's a little bit of something for Twist. He thought he caught a glimmer of NaVi, but still 5 alive. What could Rops possibly do?
Молик зацепил его. Он вышел через молик. Хорош, хорош, хорош. 17-16.
FaZe just throwing everything they could. See what sticks. A 2-1 division.
Бля, тут надолго, походу, пацаны.
This is actually huge for FaZe. Think about how few and far between the CT rounds can. The fact that they get 2 out of the 3 possible here on their CT side. We know how good these T rounds were, but the question is, have these teams been able to solve the puzzle of the T rounds? Now that has to be asked for NaVi, as they're going to flick on over. They're going to be on the defensive side. And if FaZe is going to continue with the slow default spread, it's all so long ago.
Видите, что они делают между раундами? Просто дергают мышкой, чтобы чувствовать сенсу. Расстроенные, расстроенные. Если бы они взяли сейчас раунд, все, они бы выиграли. Но так они не взяли его.
that opening break. An orb for either side. The Zoom bangers may very well clash. Simple thinks better of it.
Чё? Подвисло.
Certainly has been the name of the game. A choke hold over Banana and the.
Да там разные флаги есть, там все флаги.
FaZe lay down the game plan.
А чё камеры отключили, блядь, чё? А чё камеры отключили? А, видели, подвисло и камеры пообрубали им. Хуясь. На, домой нахуй. Пацаны, 17-17. План стоит. План стоит 2 в 4. Нет? А, поменяли команды. 17-17. Ну? Да. Нет? Блять, 1 в 2. 1 в 3. Сука. 18-16. В отрыв 3 раунда, да, они должны сыграть, по идее?
This home stretch that they have been on, he has come alive. He has stepped up in a massive way. He didn't want to go down on a map like this. Inferno in a major grand final could not haunt him again, and he is showing us exactly why. Up and over, takes out the big man himself. Simple down, the second on the electronic is perfect, and the third onto bit. Phenomenal stuff right here. Carrigan cracks it open, and it looks like we might have cracked.
А смысл от этого ластового раунда, если они 18-17 играют? Окей. Ждем, ждем. Смотрим. Раз, два, три. 4 раунда. 4 допа получается. Хз. Хз, хз. Да не похоже. Ну типа смысл тогда играть этот раунд. Даже если NaVi его возьмут. Какая разница? Они все равно, получается, проебали. Если это last round. Нет, что мне кажется, что это не так, бро.
Their map choice.
And it must have been hot under the collar. After NaVi showed just how powerful they are.
It's down from NaVi right now. They're not quite sure where this one's going to finish. Simple's just been called off. He was floating over the goat. He's been called to stop on out, and it's just going to be on Boomich and Perfecto. They have to get this done.
They need a multi-kill. They need all the frags. Perfecto good for it. Perfecto! He has held FaZe at the door. And it's Rain that tries to change the dialogue. 20 seconds. Where on earth can they find a way in? 15 as they really look to try. The rotate, it's one man. Oh, that's the shot. There's a red card. I think this time 6.
Обидно будет плант.
And the bomb goes down on the other side of the map.
Хуясе.
Have got so much to do.
3-on-3. Bombs down. 40 seconds already ticking away here. They need to get a move on. They're all out of position, all rotating through the same corridor. FaZe set up to shut this one down. Take map 1 right here, right now.
Rob's made this possible. Smoke to allow this gap to close. Bomb is half gone. NaVi's hopes and dreams with it. A couple of kills is all they need. And there's one. Simple, stubborn. Rob meets his fate. And his only
Попал бы
across the line.
По навичке. Все, все. Я говорил, отрыв 3 раунда должен был быть. FaZe выиграли. Как-то так, ебать, ребят. Обидно. FaZe выиграли. Я говорил, отрыв должен быть в 3 раунда. 16 плюс 3, 19. Вот вам и 16-19. Я говорил, отрыв должен быть в 3 раунда. Поэтому дают НТ. ДП, дополнительные раунды. 3 раунда. Если будет отрыв, то все, победа. Давай, спокойной ночи, Свага. Мы досмотрим, досмотрим. Хэштег челлендж. Чё, мы успеем? Давай бахну, короче, одну напы, короче. Let's go. Если сейчас делаю ее по-быстрому. За меня чуть поболеете. А я здесь включу пока что. На телефоне включу, пускай идет этот. И сразу переключимся после катки.
Так, все, открываем наклейки. Давайте откроем, ну, капсулу легенд.
Не здесь. Ебать, 28 тысяч зрителей. У этой херни. Тапок, давай быстрее только. Как тебя найти? Ну, чтоб не было сейчас долго, чтоб ты не подключался сейчас полгода. Кто это такой Винзо? Я не знаю, кто это. Еще раз будет так добавляться, я его удалю. Да, жесть. Они так тащили, так старались.
Чтобы добавить тяжелейшее поражение для команды NaVi в невероятной борьбе. И, конечно же, как бы я не верил в победу команды NaVi,
да, жестко, жестко. Кстати, как-то можно подключаться, находить саму игру. Именно на весь экран смотреть. Да я уже сказал, что кто-то смотрит с большим отрывом мой стрим, походу. Тапок, ты где? Я же тебя пригласил. Где ты? Будем смотреть до конца. Боже, ну ты примешь сегодня или нет? Тапок. Боже. Чё так долго, братан? Чё ж так долго? Да, жестко, жестко, конечно. Тапок, ты знаешь, что за игра сейчас будет? Если мы ее берем первую, у нее пойдет донат, поэтому постарайся. Чё?
Что ты говорил?
Я говорю, если выиграем, мне донат упадет. Шестнадцать, 19. Тебе нельзя. Как-то так. Ой-ой. Мои скины и скины NaVi. Попади играющие, а? Сколько у него хп осталось? Сейчас скину, бро. А чё у меня подвисло все? Есть панельки. Чё вы не пользуетесь панельками? Панельки есть на Твиче. Он что, пробежал? О, как будто с говном. Ну все. Тащи, понял? Тапок, тащи.
Да сейчас.
Шорт, шорт.
Я заявляю.
Бля, я не вижу, кто задонатил. Спасибо за донат.
Разогрева. Удачи.
Спасибо, спасибо. Теперь понял. One car, one туннель.
Найс.
Привет, привет всем. Туннель.
МК надо.
Не, не надо. Блять, себя ослепил. Спасибо, бро, я с калаша. Забери эмку.
Да я хотел бомбу выкинуть.
Карван. Один туннель.
Ну они в афине.
Репорт прилетит сейчас по-любому.
Еще.
Вон туннель.
Там. Найс. Ты что, в себе симплак включил?
Нормально?
Да.
Я заявляю. Ебал.
Спасибо
Что
за донат.
творишь?
Спасибо. Ебашу, бро, ебашу. Хорош.
Сиди.
Респа.
Красавчик.
Спасибо. Не-не-не, залетело у типа. Попал мне в голову.
Вонючие патроны.
А, у меня зажимчик не пошел немножко. Надо сделать мне штатив, нужно купить, чтобы камера не трусилась. Я когда начинаю играть, вот так вот дергаю руками, у меня камера трусится. Пиздец, они на очке. Бля, почти убил. Ты видел, бля? Ебать, повезло. Минус 35. Чуть-чуть бы он бы, блядь, левее стоял, я бы дал в голову. Чуть-чуть. Просто лакер везучий. Окей, окей. Пускай порадуется.
Найс.
Не закупайся. Вон вниз.
Есть сайт.
Ну хороши, хороши.
Обидно,
что я М-ку проебал. Тащи, тащи.
Они непонятные. Зачем прям вдвоем стоят?
Один лево, один право, чекается нормально. Один очень лузовый. Валилом. Плантится. Да.
Почему, когда я туда не смотрю, он выходит?
7-6. Давай, эко. Только не спеши.
Я.
Бля, у меня спалил.
По голове настукал.
Да. Теперь иди ты туннель, либо сайт. А дальше я сам разберусь.
Найс. Уже не проигрыш.
Сейчас, я как раз доигрываю уже. Будем смотреть дальше. Низ. Лучше. Бля. Лестница. Пункту. Лучше.
Сюда донат.
Сюда донат. Красавчик.
FaZe on match point, on major point already. If they are able to close it out on Nuke, let's see if NaVi can fight back with our casters.
Thank you very much, Antwerp Sport Palace. It is the second map of our grand final. Nobody knows whether we go to 3, but it is going to be a lot of fun to find out. We've got any NaVi fans in the house? I'll take that as a yes. And how about a little bit for FaZe Clan?
Сначала нужно отыграть там какое-то количество часов. И прайм нужно иметь, чтобы играть в рейтинг. И, по-моему, какое-то количество часов. Или здесь не надо часовку делать. Ну чё, нюк, ребята. Ну, если перейти вот так на YouTube, сейчас 2 секунды. Сейчас 2 секундочки я чекну. Есть 2К разрешение. Чё мы смотрим в каком-то говноразрешении? Че мы смотрим в говноразрешении, пацаны?
Ты заебал.
Спасибо за донат, спасибо.
Это дерьмо. Это дерьмо. Ебал. Ярик, блядь. Водила.
Лучше, как и обещал, если не сложно, добавь в DRS6CF5 дакт.
Давай попозже с этим попробуем разобраться. Я же на Твиче открыл, да? Трансляцию. Что за дела? Секундочку, сейчас разберемся. Вот у меня сейчас на весь экран. Сейчас, секунду, пацаны. Что за дела?
For NaVi to know as they move into round number 2 with just a couple of light upgrades here. P250's Deagle in the hand is Simple. That's the best they have to boast right now is Simple up and over. We're going to find a leering head, has the opportunity to look for Rain. He's
Это у меня другой открыт, получается.
Round after round.
Just having a little glance across from trophy.
Нельзя так? А, и тем более он тормозит. Нет, короче, это херня полная. Это полная херня. Сейчас, секунду, ребят, я извиняюсь.
All over the map at the same time. Look at this, and already Rain doesn't account for electronic. Carrigan, the knee-jerk reaction is to go poking and prodding into lobby, but
FaZe 2.0 уже идут, блять. Ёбаный свет, блять. Чё они творят, нахуй? 2-1, ребят.
Into round 3. The CTs, they hedge their bets. Twists gonna have the opportunity for greatness right in front of him. Has he really got what it takes against Simple?
Хорош.
Bit throughout this half is going to be tasked with maintaining control of that lobby.
Короче, можно смотреть, короче, на ютубчике, типа, но там это... Тоже проблемно. 4 зрителя на Твиче, на самом деле, да?
Being cleared out just yet, and there is a gap right now. 30 seconds on the clock. Roki spotted out now. Boomich takes care of that one, and just one man to find a rock. I'm sure he wants to hold on to this for 20 seconds. Bomb to be planted. 40 thrust onto the clock, and round number 1 for NaVi secured. Would have to be a 1-on-5.
А если FaZe выиграют вторую игру? Все? Они выиграли мейджор? Или нет?
Was the first to fall in that house of cards quickly did come tumbling down.
Was a bit of a risk there from FaZe, right? So that they left Yard weak. They knew that NaVi were going to take that space. So what they operated with doing was strengthening ramp and trying to rotate down lower and get ahead of them. But wasn't ready for the fast moves of Electronic. He has been fantastic.
По-моему, получается, да.
So this is great for him. Didn't have the best of games over there on Inferno, but if he can start off Nuke in a strong fashion towards Yard, that's what the fight's all about. Rain versus Electronic and the space that they can take.
Right. Full team effort that round from NaVi. The only perfecto without the frag. Rops was the one he was supposed to be finding, but everyone gets off the starting marks.
There's enough money here for FaZe to invest again, and that's by virtue of those first 2 rounds being clean. Nobody died in the first 2 rounds of play for FaZe, so the residual cash left over. So let's get the buy coming on through, and NaVi will know exactly this. I'm going to worry about a couple of booby traps in a round like this.
Typically, you need a lot of incendiaries to slow and stop anything quick towards the top side.
Well, let's see if they go for a gamble again, right? Because they were happy to give up space early here. They might want to do the same again. Towards main with Twist. Rain to oversee Yard on his lonesome here as Brokey tries to batten down the hatches towards the A site. No quickness this time out of NaVi. Are going to be taking their time as the smokes fly on over and obscure the vision of Rain. Could just be selling a couple of footsteps there from Electronic. He's postured forward, now backs off.
А, какая сочная бабочка, бля. Я смотрю и облизываюсь просто.
Yeah, no, he is looking to destabilize. He knows he'll go down, but how many
Сколько голосов у нас? 35 голосов.
And allowed to retreat, they hold on to their advantage and extend it as well. Simple, sat down, 48 NaVi, 3 components left. And still room to maneuver. Brokey hard commits to defend the top site. Chip damage, twist and Brokey, they are
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Это пиздец. Вы это видели? Пиздец, как они держат клаву, блядь. Вы видите, как клава стоит? Я вообще так бы не смог играть.
They would be the first international team to ever win a major.
Back in the day, we thought it was impossible, and Rain believed. The longest standing member stands to receive NaVi.
What a menace here. He's tucked in again. He's taken the first fight, and they're still coming his way. Rain's looking to do more damage.
He has a smoke, but he might
Ебать.
use his weapon. They're ready, but so is
Да ну нахуй. Да ну нахуй.
It's bit to lift a major trophy in your rookie year is something very few can boast.
Ебать их разносят.
Show us that one again. The Norwegian stepping up.
Да, если они выигрывают вторую катку, все, ебать, ребят, пизда.
Takes the fight ahead of the smoke wall here. That's the man he has to deal with. That's the heads-up duel, but this is it, just shutting it down. There's no way through. And Rain wins that one single-handedly here as NaVi left scratching their heads.
Да, вот это мувик, ебать. Это точно будет в тиктоках залетать.
Some light utility, but this man can't be stopped. He wants to continue to take fights, and so does Carrigan. Finds Bit. The first body in the grave for round number 6 of play.
Electronic wants trouble. But Rain is so dialed in right now.
Тройное проникновение, блядь. На нахуй. Ебать их ебут, это пиздец. На нахуй.
Will look to stay competitive as Carrigan is actually added to the naughty list. Oh, okay. This is scary. 2 remain and you have to just pull up their socks and find it. It's Twist to do just that. Finds 2 of his now 3 frags and it's 5-1.
Beautiful stuff right there. Great shots out of NaVi shot. Put everybody on edge, especially FaZe, but they knew where they were. They wanted to take the fight. They took the fight to them in towards this yard position. There's a couple of those bangers again. Perfecto continuing to find this impact. Not to convert the round back into play now. No AWP here for Simple. Still going to be operating with these rifles in hand. Squeaky blown off. Maybe a pace change.
It looks like it. Threatening. But cancelled by the flame and smoke. So back to readdress the blueprints. Do they really want to test Rain again? They will deploy the smokes. Is it smoke?
Ну да. Я изначально так и сказал, что так они играют. На удивление.
Electronic will be primed, and now the pressure comes from elsewhere. Bit trying to be that lobby presence. FaZe flying blind at the moment. I think, oh, he's caught a whiff.
Ебать, он прицел на нем держит, блядь.
NaVi's leader, and Boomich is the first to fall. Another frag for Rain.
Ебать, этот трейн их башит просто.
Pulls us back into an even 4-on-4. No info yard now. Rain gone. And only 13 seconds. NaVi need frags.
Simple, пошел. Ах, блядь, давай ебашь его. Хорош. Плент. 2 в 1.
A 1v2 for Robin, Cool, Electronic, and Robs. Huh? Okay. His brain fills with opportunity. Electronic adopts the angle so light on time. Robs needs to hit the first bullet upon contact.
Убить.
I sense and not a chance. Not on Electronic's watch. It was simple and Electronic. In the dying lights of that round, they had what, 13
Сотку чего, бро? 100 рублей? Серьезно, серьезно.
Electronic will clutch out. You could see there, you wanted to get a new port of call for Robs, but it took way too long. Too many question marks here. Look at the buy coming in for NaVi. A little bit light on against purchases for FaZe. They're looking limp here as well. This time, nothing towards that yarn position early. They're throwing a smoke or two, and this is Carrigan trying to push on in. He's not going to get anything done. Perfecto's found the first.
That's an upgrade as well. Thank you very much. Boomich already breaks open the door. Flames put Twists down. Only Rain, and it's his site as well.
Хорош, хорош.
He's going to hold the whole side. Roki aggressive over the top. A great AWP shot. AWP is not the only thing to boast. A double kill out of Rain, and now that bomb does need to be planted.
Походу, фейзики выиграют, походу.
The gaps are closing. That 5-7.
К всеобщему сожалению.
At close range. An interesting turn of events. 60 seconds cut down with a plant and a spotted out Robs. Rain last spotted main as well. They'll smoke him off. Simple. Already 2 frags to the good and a third. A tap. Doesn't quite steal it. Crossfire is to be broken, and it's Rain again. 3 kills. Can FaZe pull this across? He's tried every trick, and they do it. Absolutely nothing left in reserve, but a triple kill out of Rain, and when it rains, it does pour here in Antwerp. He started strong and seems to be holding on for the squad in the absence of the others.
Ебать, вы видели? Видели эту хуйню? Ой, сука, дебилизм.
Piecing this one together, Rain finds the timing, gets the first, chips his way forward, gets a bit of room to work with, and then even gets away. This kill onto Simple was great. He didn't want to continue to face towards Switch because he knew that's where Robs resided. Didn't want to get the fight over. But they give the round up instead. 6-2, 4-round lead is FaZe. Can't get a bite back, but both of these teams here are a bit brittle in that department.
That's not pretty.
We're at a turning point right now. FaZe can consolidate this.
Да, эта планета катится к хуям просто.
More from Rain, another opener.
He's having a career high. As he returns to the highs of 2018, Harvard Nygaard age is just a number. As he looks to rack up more for him, farming NaVi on the grand final stage. Boomich accepts his fate, and Simple joins him.
Ебать, 5 в 2. Они даже не засейвят. Просто пизда им. Верлоу инфам прошла, сейчас они выебут его.
Nothing to be celebrated here as FaZe. They are up to 7.
Rain is an absolute beast right now. We're 7 rounds in, he's found 5
Ебать их
opening kills.
разносит, просто
And he's
пиздец.
got 5 multi-frags. This guy is just an absolute monster.
Опа, горячий выстрел.
They can't get any space. The one round that NaVi got early, Electronic was able to flatten them here, but they're running out of ideas. They're running out of options, and NaVi now, this is feeling bleak.
I'm just gonna read the scoreboard one more
Пауэрбанк
time,
на 10 тысяч миллиампер. 20 евро стоит. С подзарядкой такой прикольно, типа поставил. Именно фирменный от этого магазина. USB-C. Быстрая зарядка. Я хотел брать себе такой. Можно заказать?
He has to drop on back. Room has been granted. NaVi have done enough to ward him away for now. The reposition here up towards the heavens. Trying to deal with so many positions. They've slipped the net in multiple occasions. Warehouse, Secret, Main, all currently reside right now for NaVi.
Are they accounting for Boomich? Are they accounting for the gap that left by Rain as he repositions, and that is an opening? Perfecto. And looking to clear his corners, Carrigan meets Boomich and gets away with murder. Cold-blooded murder. 3 HP on him, but he's away.
Big push right here. They're going to get this lobby control. There's nobody home for NaVi. Gathering towards this yard position. The only place they have space. Carrigan's blocked the smoke. He's ahead of it. He knows that nobody's going to push their way down the vent. And already dealing with this lower side.
Не, ну хороши, и башат, бля, конечно, сильно. Нам до них в нашем ММе просто срать еще и срать, ебать, пацаны. На 4 звездочках, блядь.
This is going to be way too late here. Perfecto's not going to be able to contribute anything. Rops might be winning this one right here, right now.
Ямочка пиздатая, пиздец. Смотрите на меня, какая она крутая. Ничего, абсолютно ничего. Nothing.
This is cruisy now, feeling cushy at FaZe. Sure they remember Inferno and how that one slipped through their fingers. They had to do it the hard way. But FaZe are looking hot right now, and the big red button has been hit. NaVi to call the timeout, getting Blade on the mic.
Пластиковая хуйня.
Pretty broken buys, right? They haven't
Не
had
золотая,
everything they
100%.
need. A save from Perfecto here is going to bring the orb into the hands of Simple for the next round.
А есть какой-то призовой фонд у них там сейчас у Мейджора?
And this one's getting
Сколько-то
away
там
from them
денег?
quick. Think about the nature in some of these rounds are happening. They're just all getting shut down to rain towards yard when it is late. They're making it competitive, but they're not able to convert them every single time.
Обидно, что, блядь, Нави проебут, конечно, но что поделать. Скорее всего, они проебут. Ой, батон поднял, ебать. Не, красиво. Красиво, красиво. Ебать он ебашит.
Okay. They've called upon Simple.
This is the thing, right? This is held across, but Carrigan's up to go into an MP9 here. You might see a bit of aggression coming out of them. Simple could put a stop to Rain and all this space he takes towards yard. He has to know this is in play. Has to know it could be a possibility here.
Well, the flash certainly implies as such. Simple's first foray out yard finds nothing.
There's only so many options where Simple can look until he has to force the issue. And FaZe know this. They know that it's been saved into the next round of play. So they're not going to be jiggling corners as much. They're playing some different angles to make sure that they're not so susceptible to that AWP. But again, time seems to be the issue for NaVi. These rounds always tend to end so late as Rain is calling silo clear.
Can he really rack up any more? 16-5. He has been a thorn in Navi's side. Constantly changing it up, constantly kept guessing, and Simple's orb does naught. And now Rain can once again bring the pain. He's not even needed. One in the back.
Ебать их ебут.
Bit the lobby lug, they know, and Carrigan does catch flag from that Tech 9. A great second, and they're closing the gap quick. Caught out completely.
9-2, пацаны, 9-2. Это уже не 8-0, да 9-2, ебать. Смотри, смотри, как они разочарованы, пиздец, все, кто болеет за Нави.
More or not essentially a save. So now they can actually get into a full buy, have everything they need to operate with, and if they want to start the comeback again, they can. But they're never going to feel comfortable in this game with a scoreline like this.
It's now or never. You're down a map.
Бля, какой жесточный нож у него, пиздец. Бабочка Градик, ебать.
Up against the #1 undisputed contender. And Rain leaves empty-handed on his initial sprays. NaVi successful.
Ни одного не угадал.
But the rotator's already on down. Going to be carrying to deal with this. He's just playing a spot and fall, right? This is just for info. As soon as he gets any info, he's going to open that decon door. He's going to tuck his way Maybe not. Yeah, that's going to stall them out here. So they got a couple of options: wait this out or drop on back. They're pinned on into this juncture. Don't really have any space to work with across the map, and having to worry about this flank now. A minute on the clock, so still plenty of time. NaVi with plenty of space, but Carrigan trying to be an absolute nuisance here. Follows the nade through. Just very light smattering of damage there. Nothing to really write home about. But once again, NaVi have just been stalled on out. The rotations can come through. FaZe can get all this room as here comes the fight. Carrigan, he's going to take the initial exchange, but dropping back, forcing them further forward.
And it might be the first test for Robson in his ramp room, and already, and waiting, it's Robson. And there's Carrigan for good measure, only electronic
сосуд жестко. Импа
Necessary
прошла.
damage done.
Бомб-плент.
Can they convert? Up against it, up against the ropes. Simple electronic, though, not to be underestimated. Brokey's off, is out of the round. Simple, he takes
Нахуй.
another, and no, the flames.
Пиздец, сгорел. Я ебу.
NaVi just so close on the precipice of a third, and it's twists to shatter their hopes and dreams.
NaVi в ахуе, я думаю, блядь. Как же нас ебут.
Right now for NaVi. It's always simple and electronic in these late rounds, trying to get it done. They're not getting the help from the team that they require. Sure, Perfecto's had a couple of nice shots in that Deagle bit, only has 4 kills, and guess what? Boomich has started yet another map extremely slow. Inferno, who has kept on that donut for round after round, well, at least he's got 1 to boast to his name, but this is running away from them here. FaZe just needs 6 more rounds to 2-0 NaVi and pick up the first major trophy for all 5.
Carrigan's been at this since 2008.
Да, походу NaVi проебет.
Who meets the flames of Simple. Perfecto up top side. This is looking better than it has in time for NaVi. They've got the world at their fingertips in this round. Already a re-smoke to deny the boost and maneuver. They are down a man, but they have the control. Simple could shave some time off of the clock with the plant, punching in the digits, and a missed shot. Robs, a double AWP, not ideal for a retake. Far from it. Maybe somewhat of an equalizer in this man advantage phase. Prepare for the commitment. 2 AWPs looking to rain down hellfire from the heavens, and they get nothing at the hands of NaVi. For Simple, as they find something to remedy the hemorrhage.
Ну такие нет. Первый раз. Ебать, на весь экран показывают эту хуйню. Вы видели это? Это пиздец. С него как будто специально начинают снимать, ебать. Ебать.
That's around back here, but NaVi, the best they can do is salvage this half. A buyback from FaZe here. They don't want to allow this one to steam out of control. Carrigan steaming forward here. He's in the
10-5 maybe будет.
He can't get the first. Boomich has got him.
But it's rain and he's got
10-5 будет, пацаны.
Boomich and electronic. Hamstrung, but stands strong. Only a FAMAS MP9. They fully invested here. NaVi already within touching distance of a 4th. But salvage is the word, Chad. Salvage is the word for this half.
Ой, не начинайте только эту тему, я вас прошу, блядь. Нахуй я обратил внимание. Ебать, что делаешь? Что делаешь? 2 в 1. Ну это NaVi взяли этот раунд, 10-4. Инфы нет по нему. Ага, есть, все, есть инфа. Да, 10-3. Не может пикнуть, не может. Кто стоит на даль, не может пикнуть. Все, пикнул и умер. 10-4. Я говорю, 10-5 будет. 10-5, пацаны. Вангую, как в прошлый раз. И потом камбэк. Смотрите на Симпла, ебать, как он потеет. Он пиздец потеет, нахуй. У него там трусы просто выжимать можно.
Fantastic work on the openers there for NaVi, but can Rain again really be that nuisance, posting up with the deagle in hand.
Ебать, там наклейки, нахуй, да? 4 золотые на калаше.
So many dotted towards this yard position as they stay completely silent and quiet. Yard control will be relinquished. FaZe will have to give up this room, and that means they're going to tuck in towards the bomb sites.
It's unannounced. Not a peep out of the FaZe comms.
Now we have all the advantages in a round like this. Util in their favor, weapons in their favor. FaZe are just going to try and get this done.
Давай, 10-5, Ванга. Хорошо, минус 1.
Goes awry. How many more will they get in a round like this? Final round, second map, first half, and just pistols, peanuts.
Минус 2. А, нет. Да, минус 2, минус 3. 4 в 2. Сейвить нет смысла. Выходит один, выходит второй. Все. 10-5. В конце стрима включу задний фон. Если выиграет NaVi, включу, оставлю желтый. Если выиграет FaZe, ну, под цвет FaZe красный включу.
They brought it back on Inferno, but you would love to give yourself a bit of breathing room. This team looks stressed, they look tense right now. Everything is working for FaZe. Sure, Rain, 18 kills, it bought you a massive buffer, but it's a buffer, it doesn't matter. It's the major grand final here, you just need to get that 16 on the board. Simple and Electronic, they've been absolute stars to help NaVi out in round after round. Leading the charge here, Perfecto not too far behind, but now on this defensive side of things, Bit, he's going to look to be tested over towards ramp. Boomich plays an influential position, rotating around. Everybody needs to activate for NaVi now. If they want to take this to a third, if they want to deny FaZe, getting this 2-0.
You know Carrigan has walked them through this pistol. Every movement, every shake of their tail. Well drilled.
Ебать, стадо хуя въебало, нахуй, ого. Какой дистанции, ебать.
Look at this as Robs, they will react to the descent, but
he's
quick on their heels. Simple, burnt out, he knows, and so do they. He will fall.
Так, минус 1. Минус 2, минус 3. 2 в 5, это плент. 11-5. Я говорил, будет камбэк. А, не-не-не, 11-5. 11-5 получается, да? Они же поменялись с командами, блядь. Я не обратил внимания. Куча лямов долларов, да. Канада, ебать. Это что за флаг? Ебать, столько стран. Как-то так, ебать. Расхуярили. Видели, он только вылез, ебать. Ему сразу въебало. Хуясь. Сдалека просто спешки. На, нахуй. Опа. Крыса Лариса.
My son, he's only got the dig, Chad, he's got nothing else.
Just trying to lure them in here. Look at the trap that's been set up. It's been run time and time again from NaVi in this tournament here. They're going to clear their corners.
Oof. Sketchy, and that's lovely. That's supposed to be a frag, Electronic.
Пиздец. Минус Simple.
21 for Rain, and he may not be done. One back, a shot across the bow, twists, takes one.
Минус, нахуй.
And it's still Rain, still a problem.
Пиздец.
FaZe Clan counting on it now. United
Но калаш. 9 хп.
This is competitive out of NaVi. They have achieved a mid round, but it may not last long.
На.
Perfecto's been hunted.
2 в 1.
Rain is such a big game player. And a big game hunter.
А нет. Нихуя. Да ну нахуй! Вы это видели? Вы это видели, ебать? Воу, щит.
That is exactly what they needed, Chad. One blip for the heart monitor as NaVi may not be done. Let me see that again. Bye.
На! Въебало. На!
Four massive kills for Bit right there.
Ебать.
Need to string two together here, NaVi, not at a hot water just yet.
They might want to test him again. I'm not sure I would after the dig. Magic. He's the only one with the M4 and Bit puts Robs on the floor.
That's the AK down
Прикинь, как бэкнут, ебать, сейчас увернут их так, что они будут в ахуе.
Bit wants to get this out of dodge, he will. Very risky maneuver right there, but has completely denied NaVi picking this weapon up, so removing one instrument from the FaZe arsenal here.
Can they really do one back? This shifting power courtesy of Bit.
They're down and on the sound cue there, Brokey spamming away. We'll get found the bombs drop, but that's not confirmed.
Ебать, ебать.
Come NaVi's way, and it feels like they've dealt with this now. Karrigan been able to find a little bit of room.
No,
Right
нахуй.
down the vent.
Заснул.
I know where he is, but this is where Karrigan has to activate. There's still plenty of time on the clock. Gives him a smoke. Can cause a couple of issues for NaVi now. It's all on.
О, у него скин, как у меня.
Rain has provided.
Давай, давай, Денис, спокойной ночи. Мы досмотрим. Ну давайте, камбэкайся, это дерьмо, ебать. Давай, спокойной ночи и тебе. Спокойный. А, ты еще тоже уходишь, или ты ему говоришь спокойной ночи? Нахуй. 11-7, пацаны. Я говорил, начнут камбэкать.
Demanded of FaZe.
That's all they needed right there from NaVi, though. They're back in this game. Right? I know the scoreline right now, there's still a 4-round deficit, but the fact is FaZe are going to have to take a save. They can't force by back in. They didn't get the plant. They get a couple of kills. They keep NaVi stressed, but there's no way you can continue to push the issue here.
Я понял, понял.
Have to sit back on your haunches and just rock with 4 Glocks and a Deagle in the hands of Rain. Now, Rain will have to do something out of this world. He has been amazing. But to claw them into a round like this where they've already lost Robs, he hits the deck too.
Да ну нахуй. Да ну нахуй. Да ну нахуй.
That's a clean sheet.
Spotless.
Как нахуй?
They will once again be equipped. Slightly light on. 5 Kalashnikovs brought to the server for round 20.
Yeah, whatever FaZe's opening move here is, they are going to have to follow through. They don't have enough to go back for a top execute, no crowd control utility to make this one interesting. So stalling this one out, taking some time, leveling the playing field with the utility before you get stuck in with your smoke wall appears to be name of the game. Squeaky blown off, lobby presence noted, and you can see them just sitting back. Now they deploy the smoke wall. Now they can get them some space to work with. And it's Rain again to take this on his lonesome. Clearing out Electronic's favorite hidey hole.
So the wall down and a full magazine expended should mark.
Ну, импа прошла, импа прошла, импа прошла.
Passage for Rain.
It's all about how they deal with the rotations right now with NaVi, where they pull them to across.
Держи, держи, держи.
FaZe look great at doing that. Let's see if Karrigan has another maneuver up his sleeve here.
Ебать, они по карте рассосались. Мясо. Сейчас начнется мясо. Пошел. Ну, давай. Минус. 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 Ебашь его, ебашь, ебашь, ебашь. Ай-яй-яй-яй. Один бит остался. И двое лоу хп просто. Просто красные. Да ну нахуй. Просто вы видели, ебать? Они оба лоу хп были. У одного 15 хп, у второго 9 было. А бит сколько было бита, я не увидел. За NaVi, конечно. Конечно, за NaVi.
He wants to do it for Carrigan as well as all the other boys. Every day of this tournament passing, discussing the potential as you edge ever closer to it. Now you couldn't be closer than ever before. A map up, 12 to 8 up, the final half of the second map. Does it go the distance? Rain doesn't seem to think so.
And a second timeout taken from NaVi here. This is such an important round for them. They have enough to get in another bye. But if FaZe win this, they will break them.
Look at that. He took a seat on the
He was
first
on
fight.
2 HP. Rain was on 2 HP in that situation right there. Bit
Ёбаный рот, кто меня
showing nerves.
заебал?
That was an easy kill on a
Там было
silver
именно так.
platter. You could see that getting ahead of himself with that stun.
Чё, 12-8. NaVi должны брать этот раунд сейчас. Без подписки не залетит в чат. Все верно.
It's not pretty. Couple of sacrifices. And there's one sacrifice. A quick back from Brokey. A necessary response. And it looks like Robs'
Робс 14 хп минус.
streak is cut short immediately.
4 в 3. Да, NaVi берут этот раунд.
Rain and Robs that went poking and neither come back.
NaVi берут этот раунд.
You can see the mix up. They've set Simple up for success. And enables the other pieces to maneuver freely.
Не ошибайся, не ошибайся.
Hesitance from FaZe. Down a man.
Они ждут, холдят, все правильно.
4-round lead, but on the T side. Every round hard fought. And the reigning major champions stand in their way.
Simple's so sketched out. There's no information towards yard for NaVi whatsoever. Doesn't know if they're wrapping heaven. Don't know if they're going to be from lobby. But Carrigan knows exactly where this one's going to finish.
Выйди и минус.
Smokes are up. This is the go sign. Slinking out and looking for blood. Doesn't find it. Carrigan
Хорош.
well. NaVi hold fast. Brokey doesn't have
3 в
time
1.
for anything magical. He'd
Импа
rather
прошла.
preserve
Догоняет.
the big green.
Но он сейвит.
Round 21 reaches its anticlimactic
Пачка у них.
conclusion.
That's a gift
Да.
from the god right there, quite
Это
literally.
12-9, ребят.
They might want to try and get this back. The fact that Brokey has this is huge into the next round to play here. I don't think there's enough money to be able to buy another AWP.
Бля, если мы будем еще третью игру смотреть, это капец. До скольки мы будем тут? Мы не знаю, до скольки будем тут, до 3 ночи.
Will not have an AWP. I just don't think the finances are there right now. The buy behind this is going to be light on for that of FaZe. It's going to give some questions right now for Carrigan of how they want to proceed. But if Brokey can find an opener here, right, there's a couple of pistol upgrades behind this. If he can drop a body, drop a weapon, we know that FaZe are consistently threatening. So if he can find the opener, he can be the way into a round like this for FaZe.
NaVi well aware that it could be in the mix. And the marching orders state, do not catch that bullet from the AWP, the most threatening, ouch, for FaZe into our 22nd. An opportunity as well for NaVi just to remind themselves of what's at stake, a slow round with a distinct advantage.
They're going to try and make room for this AWP here.
Practice your bunny hop. And no one gets away. It's one out of Brokey's AWP. Multiple required. Ooh, just past the eardrum.
Домой.
Of the boosted
12-10.
player. And so, now a
Под себя.
deficit
Под себя.
emerges.
Но они ходят перед началом. Перед началом матча. Все идут писикаки, чтобы не это. 12-10, ребят. Здорово, FaZe, здорово.
That's why he was a threat in that situation with that saved AWP. Can never count him out.
The boost was perfectly placed
Feeling very, very similar right now to how the scenes unfolded on Inferno. FaZe with such a blistering lead in the early stage of the first half. NaVi recovering, salvaging the first half, and now drawing themselves back to just a 2-round margin.
This is interesting out of FaZe Clan.
Yeah, managing the finances here. Might be some pace behind this.
See if NaVi can weather this storm, because it's looking rainy, and Carrigan's in. Already the site threatened. Simple takes matters into his own hands, throws the AWP on his back,
Хорош.
and puts drops on his
Взял
as well.
одного. 4 в 3.
This is exciting as well, because look at what is up to Harvard Nygaard going for the round-winning maneuver. And that's Simple. He's down and out. Rain on a half-buy, bounding around, keeping the whole team on their toes. He's playing an absolute career game right now. Still alive, still a problem FaZe. Every passing second closer to a 13th. And Rain still low, but such a problem. Brokey allowed to get another, and there's no time. Rain wins it, and NaVi can do nothing. Oh, wow, wow, wow. He has a monopoly of violence in the server tonight.
Решил досмотреть.
They had 2K to spare, and FaZe pull a round out of the hat.
I don't think Electronic can quite believe it there. They get multiple kills. Simple takes a huge risk by peering out of heaven and taking that first fight. Electronic gets one through the smoke, and they end up losing that round. That right there is what we would consider a tilt round. They're in such a horrible position now, NaVi, because the money, it's not evenly distributed. Simple can pull out this hero AWP. We've seen him do it once. I think we're about to see him do it again. A couple of purchases behind this as well, but for NaVi, we've seen them in these situations when they're in hot water. They have to turn to this man on the screen.
Финал, bro.
Timeout. They're trying to make sure that they can stay in control of this, because that's a gimme. That's a round that they shouldn't have been converting. That would have been NaVi drawing this back to a 1-round lead.
So hundreds and thousands of us on tenterhooks on the very edge of our seat here in the Sport Palais. 13-10. Round 24 to be played. Electronic tasked with yard. No initial wall of smokes. Looking to force rotations of the defense, keep them guessing, keep them scratching their heads.
FaZe are in the power position right now.
Если сейчас это
They don't have to rush anything. They can wait.
NaVi вытащат, я пойду напы между катками. На Мираже они не играли. Первая была Инферно, еще вторая Нюк, а дальше, по-моему, неизвестно. Ну, короче, посмотрим. Если они возьмут. Если они не возьмут, то все. Пока что одну катку взяли FaZe. Сейчас посмотрим.
More nades flying through, still not a single bullet fired. Still guessing. Bit gets an answer. Doesn't find the lethality, but he can call upon Simple to step it up. Carrigan's pulled one back on the top side, a wall bang. They can still go either way. This is a hard clear, and Electronic's gone. It's only Simple now to stop that bomb and stop a 14. The no-scope, but Rain. He does
Жестко, жестко. 14-10, пацаны. Это NaVi проебали, получается. Это NaVi проебали. Вы понимаете? Это проеб. Во-первых, без дропа. Вон, тим бабки, бля, 9 тысяч, 17 тысяч. Они на юспах. Смотрите, 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 закуп. ППшки, нахуй, максимум, блядь. Они сейчас будут брать эко-раунд, скорее всего, чтобы выйти в ничью. Они будут брать, скорее всего, на эко-раунд. Вон, там на калашах. Да, да, это проеб. Это проеб, пацаны. Вон, вон. Закуп, закуп, смотрим, смотрим. Раскид и трое на экономе. Без брони. Без брони. А, не, смотрю, закуп пошел. Бронь пошла. Да, бронь, раскид. Да, с броней, раскидом, диглы. То есть они на пистолетах, считайте. Тыкнайны, там вот такая хуйня. Эти. Сейчас они проебут, если этот раунд, то последний раунд они никак не возьмут. Минус. NaVi сосуд, смотрите. Может, одну игру, ребят.
Someone has to step up huge here for NaVi. They just have these pistols. It's not going to be trading. Somebody needs a multi-kill. Somebody needs to go absolutely nuts right now.
They're stepping up for lobby info while FaZe are already heading straight on into.
Из новой операции ни у кого нету, блядь, не смотрю, ни Рэмбо, ни этот с ластами, нахуй. Короче, этой хуйни нет ни у кого. Они что, проебали новую операцию или что? Опа, минус. Остался один. Перфекто. С мега закупом. Это 15-10, ребят. 15-10. Им осталось взять один раунд. А у них закупа, как правило, нету. NaVi без закупа, вообще без бабла. 2700. У электроника это там, может, хватит у него на СГ и броню фуловую. Но он так не будет поступать, там будут, опять же, диглы какие-то, раскид какой-то. Но они проебали. К сожалению.
They can't stop this. They can't stop FaZe right now. There is absolutely no way that NaVi can bring this one
У них
back.
по баю вообще просто стрим.
They are broken here.
Две ППшки. Раскид. Одни диффуза на всю команду. По броне плохо, что не видно здесь, не показывают по закупу. Все, ГГ, пацаны. До последних раунд.
They've been at it a long time. So many misfires. Is this the round that changes all of that? Twist set out on a mission, the pointy end of FaZe's spear in pursuit of glory.
Очевидно.
They are the architects of their fate. Mouse and keyboard. And the brain on their shoulders.
Опа, пересекаются огнем. Минус один из NaVi.
It could be 55. Still, the T side required to gain access to a site. The options plentiful. And Rain.
Пухлича бомбича забрали. Минус Симпл. Все. FaZe выиграли. Как-то так, ребята. Да.
remember this moment, Antwerp. Because I know for sure 5 people who will.
Да я думал, онлайн будет большой.
Your PGL Antwerp Major Champions. Give it up for FaZe Clan.
Давай, капитан. Да, хорош. Сейчас с Фейзом, победителем, Фейзом. У него и ник Фейз. Катаю напочки разочек. Да, опять зрители. У меня сегодня виделка онлайн был. Дикий. Ну все, сейчас ждите нарезки в ТикТоке, блядь. Весь ТикТок сейчас в этом говне будет. Да.
Your PGL Major Antwerp champions, FaZe Clan! The first international team to have ever done it. I'm going to start with
Чё, сколько там призовой фонд?
you join this team, you come back in with Carrigan. You're on top of
FaZe
the world
Boomage
number
2:0.
one team, but this certainly wasn't easy. But you just did it in 2.
Вынесут им этот чек.
Major championship. How do you describe that, brother?
You cannot. It's just dreams come true for every single one of us.
Я в ахуе.
Now Twist, the man who tried in many occasions to get it done with Liquid. Now you come onto this roster, you've been grinding out, you move away from North America, and you come in to do it with FaZe. What does this mean to you?
Ну я, блядь, с 5 лет, нахуй, держу мышку в руках, ебашу просто в кашу. Чё еще? Всем заносных каток, нахуй, не пукайте в кресло, потому что потом будет вонять, и, блядь, капитан команды будет вас ругать и пиздить.
Да, красава, бро, ебать.
A man who's a little bit later into his career has done it. You've been with FaZe Clan Reign since 2016. You've had these rosters built to be the best, but you've never quite managed to get the major. Do you feel accomplished now?
I feel so fucking
Ну я самый здоровый в этой команде, поэтому всех ебашу, а они ебашут на меня, это мои кролики. Вот, я их развожу, все нормально.
Brokey, you're a man of little words normally, but have you got something to say for everyone out there now you're lifting that major trophy, brother?
Да мне вообще похуй, я ебанутый.
That's all we need from you, Brokey. Now, Carrigan, I got to ask you quickly. 32 years old, still grinding away at the game you love, but this one eluded you time and time again. How does that feel in your hands?
Ну, в школе меня вечно обижали, и я думал, что если я выиграю хоть раз этот ебаный кубок, то, бля, все в моей жизни станет намного лучше. И поэтому я ебашу в ебаный Ксго, суки!
Now, I've also got to ask you though, Inferno, my oh my, that was close. Flashbacks at all?
I mean, what I just wanted to say, I wanted to say I'm stronger than I was.
И вот я вот держу его в руках, и, блядь, кто следующий будет с меня стебать, суду ему эту хуйню в сраку. Я думаю, все понятно. Теперь со мной спорить никто не будет, даже моя мамаша. Я очень счастлив и просто...
So now we have Katowice, EPL, the major trophy in your hands. What's the next goal?
I think I need to relax when I get home.
Они меня заебали, нахуй. Заебали, отвечаю, ебать. Я заебался ими командовать. Просто, ебать, жопа горит, нахуй. Сколько тильта, блядь, килограммы тильта. Я заебался продавать его, нахуй, мешками. Просто, блядь, за границу. Экспорт, нахуй, ебашим, блядь, фурами, блядь, просто гоним, нахуй, тильт.
And finally, Carrigan, you said it right. Never give up, never back down. What advice would you give to anyone that's struggling right now, anyone that wants to push forward and try and achieve their goals like you've managed to do here today?
Ну, бля, если бы не Simple, бля, мы бы вообще давно бы их разъебали бы, нахуй. Они меня просто бесят, нахуй, эти NaVi уже сколько лет, нахуй, просто въебывают всех. Мы решили дать им пососать вялого, просто дать вялого, потому что они заебали, нахуй. Злодей, спасибо за донат.
Удачной нам игры в напы. Я всегда на твоих стримах. Ты лучший. Я рад тебя видеть.
Спасибо, 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 бро, спасибо. Сука, лохи. Какой-то младший брат шестой. Откуда он там появился? Небрачный. Откуда шестой в команде? А, сука. Он под столом сидел, он такой маленький, его не было видно просто. Все, закроем это говно, ребят. Так, да, я думаю, да, добавлю, только если в этом смысл, бро. Чё, пойдем одну каточку бабахнем? Давайте, ластовенькую, красивенькую каточку с моими злодеями. Где ты, зло? Зло, злодей. Злодей, ты где? Давай, мейк, кто идет? Одну, пойдем катку сейчас. Алекса он приглашу. Кто еще есть тут у нас? ЦЦЕ, это кто? А это кто? Пойдем одну миражик бабахнем. Перед сном, так скажем. Я тебе в донате кинул код. Да, я понял, бро. Сейчас я найду тебя. Ты код от КС-ки, я надеюсь, скинул. Да. Че, ебать, видели нормально, да? Я озвучку ебанул, нахуй. Вы говорите, комментатор, ебать, я хуёвый, нахуй. Я лучший комментатор, ебать. Я ждал этого момента в конце, чтобы просто разъебать. Просто показать мастер-класс комментаторства, ебать. Так, чё, где злодей? Злодей, иди к нам, давай поиграем. Ой, а чё я сделал? Подожди, чё я же вот так сделал. Репи. Так, принять запрос дружбы. Все, окей, let's go. Лучший просто. Чё, злодей, ты чё, с нами не идешь или чё? Я не понял. Злодей, ты будешь играть или нет? Играть не будешь, понял. Так, идем мы с тобой, короче, напы. Катанем разочек. Покажем, как надо. Пацанам. Дальше посмотрим. Зло, спасибо за донат. Но очень плохо, что тебя нет с нами. Вот. Да, жестко. Онлайны огромные. В интернете сейчас царит просто хаос. Очень много ребят сейчас смотрят стримы. Сейчас они начнут скакать по стримам, с кем поиграть, искать и так далее. Но я уже пойду спать, потому что, наверное, ну, я не гребу. Сейчас уже 11 вечера у меня. Мне вставать, в принципе, ну похуй. Я могу и в 11 встать. Ну просто я... Подожди, если я могу встать в 11 или в 12, к примеру, я могу... Оп, блядь, чуть телефон не ебнулся. Я могу встать... Что ты мне, он уже спокойной ночи мне пишет. А, ты уходишь спать, бро? Я-то спать еще не собираюсь. Пока что. А чё просмотры остановились, ёпта? 667, все? Все, блядь, это все? В ТикТоке будет сейчас... NaVi проиграли, они уходят из киберспорта. Да, сейчас будут плакать нахуй. Макс, ты проебал, как я комментировал концовку, блядь.
Ты проебал самый цинус. 220 рублей выиграл. Хорош, хорош. Ебать, счастье, конечно. Не, ну FaZe сильно отыграли, я считаю. Очень сильно. Ну посмотри, перемотай, когда концовку, когда им вручали, когда вручали им приз, когда вручали им этот кубок гранд-финала. Видел, как я их комментировал, бро? Это надо было видеть. Чё, сколько там призовой фонд?
Мышку в руках, ебать.
Слушай, это говно.
Ну я, блядь, с 5 лет нахуй держу мышку в руках, ебашу просто в кашу. Чё еще? Всем заносных каток нахуй не пукайте в кресло, потому что потом будет вонять и, блядь, капитан команды будет нас ругать и писать.
Да, красава, думаю,
Держи, мне не жалко, деньги приходят и уходят. Точка, жалко рулетки нет. Я бы крутил бы. Точка, надеюсь,
Сегодня
ты
без
тоже
рулетки,
рад.
братан. Конечно, рад тебе, бро. Ты чё не идешь с нами?
Я самый здоровый в этой команде, поэтому всех ебашу, а они ебашут на меня, это мои кролики. Вот, я их развожу. Все нормально.
Все нормально. Бля, пересмотрите, я вырежу этот момент, ебать. Залью в тики-токи, нахуй. Чекай трейд. Ща, бро, сейчас чекну. О, ты чё, ебать? О. Привет. Спасибо, спасибо. Кучу наклеечек подогнал мне. Спасибо, бро. Да нет, ты чё, бро? Уверен? Все подписываются. $240 километров. Знаешь, сколько таких сейчас?
Тёмка.
Окей, окей. Ай-яй-яй, он только что вышел слева, я даже не успел заметить. Поздно увидел. Да, FaZe победили.
Улица.
Ебать, он уже сзади. Хорош. Так, надо тащить. Планту минус 30. Бля, громко, да, я потише сделаю. А, это FaZe скинул соточку? Красавчик, и 50 тоже FaZe скинул. Я думал, это злодей скинул полтишочек. Спасибо за донат, бро.
Да нет.
Бля, NaVi проебали, к сожалению. К сожалению, проебали. Что поделать? Я сейчас вытащу это говно.
Типа мне не жалко, а тебе приятно.
Спасибо, спасибо. Я думал, это ты злодей скинул, а это, оказывается, FaZe скинул. Домой. Ой, кстати. Да. Нормально, да, было?
Прикол в чем? Я ник свой подбирал не под команду, я просто типа рандом написал FaZe.
Лакеры по-любому, ну бля, ну как вот... Как такое выигрывать, блядь?
Ладно, пора тащить. Угу. Туннель.
Дальше
Ну,
чуть-чуть
я
был.
не знаю, у них первое место типа сразу прейфом выходит.
Да не, нормально, нормально. Ну, вроде говно не заметил за ними.
У меня вообще...
Туннель.
Машина. Идет в туннель.
Да что такое? Я 44 ему дал. А ты сколько повесил?
Я не попал.
Давай.
Ты одну карту только?
Да, два идем. Да не, еще поиграем.
Ну, с кайфом. Мне просто Рил, вот из всех, с кем я играл из ютуберов, мне с тобой более всего приятнее играть.
Спасибо.
Не знаю, почему так сложилось, но с тобой вообще приятно играть. Я на ютуб захожу, сначала тебя пишу, а потом уже просто ютуберу.
Приятно. Туннель.
В туннель зашел.
Минус 59. Бля, старался.
Да, нормально, я сам-то не очень. Да первую катку вообще не могу понять.
Ничего.
А ты до этого играл? Типа стримил?
О, я сегодня был стрим 8 часов.
А,
Очень жесткий стрим был.
Я в это время на улице
50
был.
лайков завезли.
Нормально. Я жалко в это время на улице был.
Что он ставит? Минус, блядь, 20 всего-то. Задержка 10 секунд, хорош. 10 секунд, перчатки найс.
Более-менее. О, спасибо.
Крутые, да, перчатки, пацаны? С черепами такие крутые. Так борзо смотрится. I come back. Как-нибудь сыграем. Да охуел! Не, это пиздёж. Сайт. Слева был. Плантит вроде. Ушел лестницу вроде. Шорт. Туннель.
Воу, у меня звука не было.
Не, без звука. Просто он ушел шорт, было очень много времени, чтобы обойти.
На, понял. Капец, гений. Да, я вообще проснуться не могу.
Шорт. Ебать, прошил. Минус 99. Минус 99.
Блядь, сорян.
У меня сейчас время 11. Не поздно, в принципе. Подгончик от подписчика. Спасибо. Я в Польше. Бля, вот еще бы Сережка бы залетел бы, блядь, под конец стрима, чтобы Серега так вот зашел еще, потому что он такой, вчера вот, я типа зайду еще, типа, и под конец бы еще Серегу увидеть, и вообще, блядь, просто люто, блядь, я провел выходные, нахуй.
Let's roll.
Блять. А как они, блядь, выстреливают, пиздец, блядь, видели нахуй? Похуй где, увидел голова, на нахуй. Не, я не родом из Польши. Ха-ха! Ха-ха, я живой. Ну чё, сучки, давайте потягаемся.
Шок, минус 50. Моя подлестница. Хорош.
Смоленск. Не, я не бывал в Смоленске. Но в Рашке был. Был в Подольске, в Серпухове был. В Царицыно был.
Шок.
Ай, бля.
Минус 79, шок.
Давай эко сделаем.
Давай. Ты во сколько пойдешь спать?
Пока неизвестно.
Нет, такая
Пока
же фигня.
ебашим. У меня 1 хп.
Минус 76 машина.
У меня 1 хп, бро.
Найс, неплохо, неплохо.
Да я хз, что мне еще можно было там сделать.
Да я вообще
заплатил.
У меня вообще сегодня не летит ничего. Просто рак.
Не переживай, все будет нормально.
Да блин, я тогда за звание не переживаю. Боюсь, что тебе сольют.
А, какие 3 звезды? Боже.
Но все же.
Макар. Хорош, лучший. Ванечка, снимаешь?
Шок.
Окей. Да, блядь, что он делает? Это пиздец, минус 27. Окей, пацаны. Я вас понял. Ланкар. Туннель. Минус 88. Хорош. Тебе надо что-то? А, есть.
Не, я тебе сам дропнул.
3-3.
Пока нормально. Да боже, минус. Откуда у него деньги на второй авик?
Да, я тоже не ожидал авик увидеть. Ой, сейчас. Не, за КТ будет легче.
Оба на улице. У вас минус 39. Хорош, лучший.
Спасибо. Хорош.
Стараюсь.
Загорает пацан. Кепочки. Не, легчайшая будет. Дальше будет хорошо за КТ. Во-первых, юспы.
Это да. Минус 64 снизу на улице.
Окей. Нихуя! Вот это неждан.
Нормально.
Ничего. Бля, таких еще подкрадываний я не видел, блядь. Ого, ебать. Вообще неожидаемо. Лучше. Три 9 иду. Хуёво иду.
Ой, ясно, он так проще катки шел.
Найс. Хорош.
Фух. Минус 19 снизу идет по улице. Хорош.
Капнем немножко напарнички. Окей, бро, давай. Мы еще пару каток, наверное, я пойду спать, отдыхать, завтра на работу.
тебя же через ОБС стрим?
Да.
Долго настраивал?
Бля. Как сказать? Это постоянная настройка, это не так, что один раз настроил. Каждый раз что-то новое там находишь.
Я просто пару раз стримил через ОБС. Сейчас, ну, типа, не знаю, есть какой-нибудь же... Ну, у меня лично есть желание постримить, но вот думаю, долго там настраивать нет.
Ну, есть. Придется поебаться.
А видишь, тут еще всякие, как его, донат, не донат, это все настраивать надо.
Ну да.
Все эти ссылки, UR-коды настраивать. Не знаю, может быть, как-нибудь настрою, попробую.
Пробуй, не думай. Надо делать.
А ты долго онлайн набирал?
Год.
Да. Ага. Классно, шок один. Ага, шок.
Пачка у меня. Нихуя. Ну ладно. Окей.
Мне также повесили плюху.
Понял. Я на эко пойду. Второй там же.
Лох, минус 57.
Он very low.
У меня по этот МП9 внизу.
Планетит еще и сука. Да что, блять, за говно? Минус 2 хп я ему дал. Ты представляешь? Когда он был в шорте, я ему дал минус 2 хп. Я думал, он красный. Ой, какая вам пизда, ой, блядь. Я иду.
А, нифига себе, он слева. Хорош. Я не знаю, вот если мы сейчас с тобой поиграем, но делать нечего будет, я пойду ОБС настраивать.
Окей.
Там потом как-нибудь поможешь, ну, зарейдишь меня.
Возможно. В сайте. Улица, не видел никого.
Лестницы нет. Шаг, на улице нет.
Без головы.
Спрыгнул вниз.
Найс. Пацаны уже понимают, да, что жопа?
Но.
Не все так просто будет. Пачка есть сайт. Найс.
Ну, видишь, у меня не то что плюсы, а просто меня некоторые через ютуберов тоже запомнили. Там через Самсона, через еще кого-нибудь.
Блядь, что-то фонит я на фоне, там походу ну, на мой стрим на фоне.
А, да, это есть.
Либо сделай тише, либо выключи. Домой. Туннель. Запушил. Бля.
Ну, боже.
Давай. 1 на 1 исключительно за донат. Да.
Лестница. У вас минус 46.
Блять, я даже не чекнул. Я почему-то думал, что он, блять, лестницу.
Нормально.
Ну дым развеялся, ебать, я успел его заметить.
А, он на улице был.
Понял. Домой. Домой. Бля, есть смысл в закупе? Возьму броню. Вон туннель. Ебать. Ну да. Юсп.
Лас, пленть, лас на улице муха.
Нахуй ты его пикаешь? Ладно.
Не, я хотел справа уйти, он сам пикнул.
Да нет, не верю. Сука. Обидно.
Да это я залажал в этом раунде.
Не надо было его пикать, да. Бля, опираюсь креслом в ПК. Это немножко неудобно. Постоянно трусь об него. Кар.
Сайт. Калаш ждал.
Да, блядь, на бегу. Минус 33, блядь. На бегу он ставит меня. Что за бред? Да что за бред, блядь? Ну, сука. Хотя хорошо иду, 8 кило. Вроде.
Улица.
Да, блядь. Обидненько. Базара нет. Ну, пикни. Кар. Хорош. Бля. Суки. Ой, бля, да, надо схуярили нас. Но мы старались, 8-6. Скажу вам так. Let's go next. Может, они же попадутся. Да, когда мне на Твиче хоть кто-нибудь зарейдит, а? Так, чтобы такой дичайший рейд, там, человек на пару тысяч. Да. У меня было пару рейдов на Ютубе. На Твиче ни разу не было рейдов. Такое, как бы. Что-то в последнее время, ну, в эти рейды не верю. Как будто, ну, надо покупать их. Не та уже реакция просто, блин. Походу подустал я. Ну, сейчас последний, наверное. Посмотрим. Как пойдет. Как пойдет катка. То у меня уже глазкой закрываются, пацаны. Я сегодня очень много на стримах. Очень много, реально невероятно весь день, блядь. Просто ебашим. Затянуло пиздец. Да чё ты извиняешься?
А я как обычно лох.
Тихо, NaVi. Минус 93. Сайт. Справа. Да-да-да, справа. Ваншот.
Я не хочу играть.
Все нормально.
Справа. Ушел на шаг. Справа шаг.
Ну, бля, братан, ну я ж просил. Я не слышу, когда он набегает. Ты ж понимаешь, когда ты... Сказал быстро инфу и все.
Окей, сорян. Хорош.
They shouldn't have tried to stop us.
Авиком я иду пикаю вниз. Не, сверху попробую. Нихуя, какие люди залетели.
Сайт.
Блядь, снизу мразь. Шесть 2 окей. 4-1. Эх. Сайт. Сайт ничего не дал. Дырка. Хорош. Бля, у тебя тоже такой юспик, как у меня?
Угу.
Хорош.
У тебя, походу, МП9, как у меня.
Круто.
Пищевая цепь.
Сайт оба. 1 минус 8. Давид, не знаю, бро. Пока что не могу тебе на это ответить.
На М-ку.
Alright, let's roll.
Чё? Не, пиздобол. Он пиздобол. Пиздло ёбаное. Сука, ну какое пиздло. Найс. А, ну, у меня желтый там как раз в муте, блядь. Какого-то хуя.
А, ну понимаю. Оба на шахту, оба.
Не, ну пиздло же. Ну ты видел, он встал, дал голову.
Меня понизили.
Не переживай.
Да, пофиг, подниму.
Давид, скинь свой код. У тебя фейсит есть? Фейс. У тебя есть фейсит?
Фейсит?
Да.
Он, ну, типа, не регается. Почему-то я, типа, нажимаю профиль, зарегать, все, там захожу, и у меня потом обновляется, и опять заново. И так каждый раз. Я не знаю, почему у меня аккаунт не регает.
Ясно. Бля. Ладно, Фейс, смотри, я тут тиммейта нашел у себя в чатике. Сейчас тебе его подкину, поиграйте вместе, я пойду отдохну, окей? Я прям реально устал.
Я, наверное, тоже пойду немножко
Тоже
отдохну,
пойдешь
пока
отдыхать? Ну тогда видишь,
Да,
Давид.
наверное.
Тогда сори, бро, Давид. Тогда в следующий раз, окей? Потому что мы уже идем отдыхать. Спасибо за
Не
игру.
знаю.
Спасибо,
Тебе
спасибо,
тоже.
что залетел. Заходи еще. Все, давай, счастливо.
Обязательно.
Я отключаюсь.
Давай.
Все, всем пока-пока. Давайте, ребят, до новых встреч. В следующий раз встретимся на стриме. Вот. Все, давайте, удачки. Пока-пока.